Brooklyn strong, can't stop, won't stop from the Brooklyn block.
I'm fitting the score next. My J is all net, me and Jay just all next. Getting back on defense, hit him with strong flex. I'm official like a rep, trying not to get attacked. And we go hard on Brooklyn, that's a promise. Watch me like a Cam, cause it's my time. Yo, watch me like a Cam, cause it's my time. Switch, they can't guard me, especially side the Barclays. Spin between crosses, I can score with both hands. Midi flawless, and I get to paint like an artist. I'm a bar smith, so you should respect my handle. I see the big picture with the Nets like a mantle. In the future, I see us in Shamsu, and when we do, I'ma do a Brooklyn dance move. The sturdy or Millie rock like a fan do. That's a bet like my parlay on FanDuel.
BROOKLYN, BROOKLYN.
Yo, it's Big Fair Breezy with the Brooklyn Nets vlog, pulling up. You know what I'm saying? Shout to Nets fans. We the best fans. Listen, there's a lot of talk going on about Cam Thomas, and somebody said, I think Zach Lowe or Bobby Marks, somebody was like, yo, they feel that Cam Thomas might lead the league in scoring. More fire! Huh? Cam Thomas gonna lead the league in scoring? 30 plus? Oh yeah, I'm liking the way that sounds, and I don't think it's far fetched. And I don't think it's something that, you know what I mean, it's not feasible. When you think about number one and number two guys on the team, we got a number one guy, but we don't really got no number two guy. I can't think of anybody that's going to get the ball as much as Cam Thomas. There's going to be a disparity in shot selection and shot attempts for the Brooklyn Nets. It's going to be heavy Cam Thomas and then spread out between 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6, or whoever. Excuse me, I imagine we run the ball a lot, but there's going to be a lot of plays called for Cam Thomas because Cam Thomas can create his own shot. My question to the chat is this: Can Cam Thomas average 30? Can Cam Thomas be the number one option on the team? Yes. I think he could. I really think he. Listen, for him to lead the league lead the NBA. First, let me speak to the subject at hand. I'm about to throw the link in the chat, but let me speak to the subject at hand. Cam Thomas what's best for Cam Thomas and the Brooklyn Nets is not to sign a contract until Ben Simmons is off the books. It makes no sense. It doesn't benefit the Brooklyn Nets or Cam Thomas to sign before Ben Simmons is off the books. He is the last ridiculous contract that we got on this roster. I really don't like Cam Johnson and DFS contract neither. I really, you know what I mean, hope we can get some draft picks for them. I don't necessarily want a player, but in my opinion, those are players that will go to a contending team. So we need to start discussing what contending teams got the best draft picks that we can get for Cam Johnson and DFS. You know what I'm saying? Joey BK86 said, bro, could drop 36, 3, and 3 and no CT hating Nets fans will still talk shit about him. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. At the end of the day, I can't stress them, bro. They can't. I've debated BK and Wild Hoops, and I debated about Cam Thomas all around. I even went to Players Choice. That's the biggest sports platform, or one of the biggest sport platforms out there. And I talk my shit over there too, you know what I'm saying? I be everywhere talking my shit about Cam Thomas off the strength that I know he's a pure scorer, bro. He's born to score the ball. He can score the ball. That's what he do. He is a bucket. Don't try to change this bucket to be a second and third option on the team behind Mikal Bridges and Cam Johnson. They seen it was a mistake. Now they giving him the keys. What's done is done. All we could do after this is have fun. You know what I mean? I'm joking, but all we could do after this is get to it. You know what I'm saying? We're going to get to it. We're going to see what's going on. That being said, Shout to Nets fans, we the best fans, and I agree with Joey BK86 on for real, and that's what I wanted to say about that. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that's what I want to see. You know, I want to see Cam Thomas sign a contract with the Brooklyn Nets after the fact. You know what I mean? Shout to Iceman in the building. Shout to the Tip Off podcast. I watched that episode the other day. We'll talk about it if you join the panel. But I watched that episode the other day, and then I shared it. More so, I liked the episode. You was giving a rundown of the roster. I thought it was a dope episode, man. Shout to you, bro. We got Eskimo on the panel with us. Eskimo, chat, Eskimo. Let them know where they can find you at before we get into anything.
Yo, you can find me on Twitter, Iceman the Don, and you can hit me up on YouTube, the Tip Off of Brooklyn Nets podcast. You heard?
That's what's up. I fuck with your podcast. I was watching it the other day. I was outside, so I couldn't really hear it. I ain't got no headphones or no AirPods or no shit like that. But it would sound like you was giving a rundown of the roster, talking about how it's a young roster. Just kind of brief me on what you was talking about in your last episode.
Oh, okay. So yeah, the last episode I was talking about the roster and the roster construction, and I was saying like right now the Nets have 15 young players and they have about 5 vets. Right, all the young players might not make the roster, but they got 15, and then they got 5 more draft picks next summer for next draft. So that'll make about 20 young players they about to cycle through. You know what I mean? So that's what I was talking about, letting people know that there really ain't that much old vets on the team. You know what I mean? It's all young, under 25.
Nah, all facts, all facts. That's what it is. And again, what I want Jody Fernandez to do is utilize the roster. I don't want to see him run a tight 6-7 man rotation. If it's up to a big fan like me, I want him to run a good 8, 9, 10 man rotation. Yo, Easy, stop doing that. Easy, stop doing that. He said Esco pulled up over here. Yo, what you mean, bro? Yo, it ain't no beef between me and BK and Wild Hoops. Why y'all keep doing that? Nah, I want to settle the score right now. Easy, bring your ass. Pause. Bring your ass, man.
Easy. I was waiting for Breezy to come on. I seen his time move back to 12:30, so I pulled up over there while BK was on because he was talking about Cam Johnson. You know what I mean? So then pull up. Then I pulled up over here. You already know.
Nah. Hold on. Let me say this. Let me get this clear because at the end of the day, I don't like this misunderstanding. Listen, y'all should know this, and I gotta bring context to this whole thing. You know what I'm saying? let me explain who I am in this Brooklyn Nets podcasting world. Right now, for one, I started like maybe 2 years ago. I seen BK and Wild Hoops doing something called Sports Wire. Hold on, Easy. I got you. Let me get you right. I seen BK and Wild Hoops. He didn't call himself BK and Wild Hoops. He called himself Sports Wire. I will watch his videos. I like his content. You know what I'm saying? Don't get me twisted. Before he pulled up on my stream, on the live stream, I was watching his videos. I like his content. But he never was doing live videos. I jumped in his comments like, yo, pull up to my show. We doing live videos. I see you how often, you know what I'm saying? It's a whole lot of us. We doing this. He started coming to the show. And again, I know, you know what I'm saying? I feel like, you know, he did what he did. He come here, he stirred the pie, and then he dip and whatever. But again, I support what he do. This is why I call him out too. You know, if he got this propaganda like Cam Thomas is this and that, I'll debate him on that. I debated him on it and I beat him. So it ain't no misunderstandings about who the top dog around here. You know what I'm saying? When hold on. It ain't no misunderstandings about who the top. God. Hold on. Now, of course, I'm stirring the pot. But at the end of the day, what I'm saying is
gassing up on a different level, man.
Hold on, let me finish. I'm the original Dundada when it comes to this live streams, because when it comes down to BK and Wild Hoops, you know what I'm saying? And
Right.
just opening up the panel. Now, let me be clear. When it come down to the Brooklyn Nets content, shout the Leaf, but he already know I'm the original Dundada. Now, shout the Nets Kingdom. And yo, you sometimes you gotta give yourself your own flowers, cause ain't nobody else gonna give them to you. It's just Nets Kingdom. They had panel and they got it lit and they super lit. And on Twitter and YouTube, I fucks with Nets Kingdom, right? But they wasn't live panel, open panel for fans to join the panel and talk net fan content. I was the first one doing that. I wasn't the first one doing the podcasting. I was a fan first, yes, but I was the first one letting other Nets fans have a voice. You could, the Nets fans, true word, Nets fans could come here and they got a voice. They we get, and we again in a pretty much dominant fans for the Knicks is more Knicks fans than Nets fans, and you know what I'm saying. I was kicking up dust over there, but that's a whole nother story. Again, BK and Wild Hoops. I respect what they do, bro. I disagree, and if I disagree, I debate it, and I win. So I don't know what you talk about, easy. You know what I'm saying?
Hold
Like,
on, hold 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 on. Cause all right. You done? Are you done? So
yeah,
you
yeah.
went on like a 5 to 10 minute tangent on something that had completely nothing to with what I said right there. So
Right.
now we gonna focus on what you said now, my nigga.
Talk to me.
When did I ever say you two niggas had beef?
No. I
No,
didn't
no, no,
say it
no, no,
was
no, no,
beef.
no, 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 no,
I
no, no.
never
Cause
said
y'all,
you said
no,
beef,
no,
but
hold on. Because I noticed this with y'all
insinuation.
niggas. I noticed this with y'all niggas. I was just on BK stream for 5 minutes, bro, and I noticed it with y'all niggas all the time, bro. Niggas ask y'all a question, y'all start going on a tangent about something completely else. My nigga, what the fuck y'all niggas talking about?
What am I talking about, bro? I'm talking about
I didn't say
Nets
nothing
fans,
about
the
beef,
original
nigga.
Dundada and Nets fans.
Bro, if you want to
Live
fucking,
fans.
bro, Breeze, if you want to drop your nuts on the table about how you started this shit, that's your business. All I did was say, yo, Esco, you pulled it over here, nigga, because I already know that bullshit you was going on over there, nigga.
Yeah.
The fuck going on, bro? Stop, yo, bro, if y'all niggas got something, cool. Leave me the fuck out of it. Leave
Bro,
me the fuck
it's
out of it. I'm here
it's
to talk
it's
ball.
it's
I'm here to talk ball. Not know I started this shit. Y'all beefing, y'all talking about my guy. I don't give a fuck about none of that.
no, I'm not beefing with him, but what I called him out because he was always talking this and that about Cam Thomas, and I'm feel a different perspective on Cam Thomas about who or what role he should play on the team. And like I said, we disagreed, we debated, I won. In the story. So it
That
ain't no
nigga
beef
said he
between them.
never debated before. He was driving in his car, bro. We all knew that. We was all there, bro. Me and Esco and Leaf was there, bro. We was all there that day, bro. Are we dead fucking ass right now, bro? The man said it himself. I don't really debate. You could hear the car driving in his background. The man couldn't even finish a sentence that he started. You knew he didn't do this shit before. To take that fucking credit right there, Breeze. I'm starting to, yo, come on, dog. Come on, dog. That's not a W, bro. I'm not even jacking that
Bruh,
W, bro. I wouldn't even
bruh,
jack that W, bro. I would
nah,
not
listen,
jack that W for
listen.
nothing, doggy.
I'm not tripping off that easy. Again, that was light work. I do that shit on a Tuesday around noon. You feel me? All I'm saying is
Yo.
when it come down to this net fan content, far as live streams, I don't got no bone to pick with dude, bro. I don't want y'all to have this narrative like I got something against dude. I just was over there telling him to come to the fan game. You know what I'm saying? Me and T Time, we started a fan game where the Knicks fans play the Nets fans. I'm about to play a Knicks fan on Sunday, and then I'm probably play another Knicks fan next Sunday. Me and T Time game is on uh the 22nd. You feel what I'm saying? So we gonna play a game of basketball the 22nd. So you know what I'm saying? I was over there for that. I be trying to, you know what I mean, have more fans come out. You know what I mean? I met a few fans in person because of the podcast, and so that's dope. I was trying to see if they would pull up. You know what I'm saying? I know some of them probably would, but that shit was fun, easy. I can't hold you, bro. That shit was fun, man. We all pulled up. It wasn't, you know what I'm saying? It was basketball. I don't know if dudes really play basketball, but like I really be playing basketball. You know what I mean? Like hooping. I ain't like 6'8" or no shit like that. Shout out to Big Ox. But you know what I'm saying? Like I still hoop. I don't know if y'all still hoop, man. Y'all still hoop. Easy, you hoop?
I ain't hooping in a long time, bro. I ain't have time for that shit.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. I'm shooting around with my little brother, bro. Like, and he in a special needs group, bro. Like, and he outrunning me right now, bro. I try to get back on him.
Yo,
Yo, that's wild. Yeah, shout out to your little
Nah,
brother,
real
man. How
rap,
old is your
bro. Like,
brother?
it's just that I ain't been doing my stretches or nothing like that, bro. I gotta get out and start moving again, bro. Like, my
Yo,
shot
you
is
blame me on the stretches.
bro. I tried,
easy.
real rap. I tried to run after the ball, bro. Foot hurt. I was just like, nah. Let me get up off this court. Let me get up off
Yo,
this court, man.
hold on, Since let's put it out there. When the last time you hooped, Lee? Like the last time you
Last time
played a
I
basketball game?
hooped, bro, like in a full setting, bro, like years. It's been a while, bro. Like, I mean, we could probably put like in the double digits of years. We probably might put a whole
Damn, nigga.
decade on it. Like,
Damn, son.
I'm just like most of what I've been doing, bro. Like, just has been trying to get the bread right. Ever since I got this car, bro, I've been driving everywhere. I remember I used to dribble the ball to the parks. Before then, bro, like I used to dribble the basketball to Marine Park and walk all the way to Kings Plaza, man, from the crib.
See?
And when I was out in
See?
Flatbush and shit,
Yo,
bro.
Niggas get a
yo,
car,
Lee.
then they get lazy, bro. That's what
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
what
happens,
it
bro.
yeah.
is. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what
no,
happened.
no. Yeah, no, that's the truth. It happened to me. I got fat. My son just told me that. He was like, yo, you lost weight. That's because when I had a car, bro, you really
You don't
literally
try to
get
walk
out.
for shit, nigga. Yeah,
Right.
getting out your car and walking to the corner store is too much,
Yeah,
bro.
walking to the corner. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I used to drive like around the corner, like when I was in
That's
Flatbush, bro.
crazy.
I was around the corner, bro. I used to drive and double park my car in front of Chipotle, bro, like and go get some shit. I'm like, nah, this gotta stop. This gotta
Yeah,
stop.
man.
This gotta
Yeah, yo,
stop.
you know it too. You know
Yeah,
when
yeah,
you
you
just
know, yeah,
driving
I
too
knew it
much.
gotta stop, but
Yeah,
you know what? And I didn't stop it, but because now I'm to the point, bro, where I done earned so much money in my car just by picking up what DoorDash and Uber Eats, all that crazy shit, bro. Like I done did all types of shit in my car. Like I done
Yo, hold on,
when I
hold
actually
on,
got
Lee.
on my feet and started walking again, that shit
Yeah.
felt different. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, yo, Leaf, I'm telling you, and I'm not trying to interrupt you. I just want to say this so it don't happen to you. When I when I was driving, I was doing Lyft, and I got heartburn because I was driving, because I was eating off of grill. I was eating off of grills where they cook with the same grease, or that's outdoor food, and you know what I'm saying. I'm sitting down all day, so I don't got no type of activity. And mind you, for my whole life, for the most part, I've been athletic. So I've always played basketball, football, and I'm saying that to say, when I got a car, a lot of that shit stopped. And
Yeah, but
I'm
y'all niggas not
saying,
eating healthy though.
right. No,
I'm
no,
not.
oh,
I
no,
know.
no, that I wasn't.
I
I eat healthier now. But hold on. Let me just say this last thing. Um, drive to the park. Drive to the park and run a lap on that shit. You feel me? Like, drive to the park. You drive it everywhere else. Drive to the park. That's all I want to
Yo,
say. Go ahead,
I
John.
don't tell him run a lap, and then he run a lap and he almost feel like he about to die, bro. He not staying in
exactly.
the car
That
for
like
like
Nah,
like an
don't
hour,
run a
bro.
lap. Yeah, walk
Till
a
I
lap.
fucking catch his breath back, bro.
Here's the
Walk it.
yeah, that's the thing, bro. Like when I'm completely on foot, I gotta learn what it's like to be on foot for like weeks at a time, for days and weeks at a time again. Because the thing is, when I got my wheels, bro, like even when I didn't get the plates, I was still in the car. I was just like wheeling the car around the corner real quick. I'm like, I see how I drive, da da da, this, that, and the third. But like when I got my car officially on the road, it was almost like nothing that I did was on foot anymore. nothing that I did was like moving my body anymore, bro. Like I ain't gonna lie,
Right.
I got on the court with my little brother the other day, bro. Like I tried to run after the ball, and then something stopped, bro. In my right foot, I was like, nah, hell no.
You nigga, you
Nah.
know
Yeah,
that
nah,
look,
you
that
gotta.
duck and run. You know, you try to run, you try to duck for the ball a little bit, so you lowering your
Nah,
back a
Oh
little bit.
no, I'm
man.
Nigga,
running
that
for
shit's fucking giving
the
you heart rate
ball.
right
I'm
there,
doing
boy.
I'm jogging. I'm running for the ball like it's a rebound. It's about to go out of bounds. I was like, oh, what the fuck? Leg done tighten. I'm like, nah.
Hold on, leave. Hold on, leave. Let's ask Easy. When the last time you played ball?
I ain't gonna lie to you, it might be on the same type of time as Leaf. It might be in the double digit years, but like that's just because like I
Y'all
wasn't even
gotta
trying to
pull
look
up,
for it.
man. Y'all
But
gotta pull up.
I'm not on that shit
I
though. You know what I'm
got it.
saying? Like
Nah,
I
I ain't gonna lie
feel
to
what
you.
y'all niggas
I
saying.
gotta get in a yoga class or something, bro. Like for real.
Nah,
Like
nigga, you
this.
just gotta get back into it, bro. Just
No,
start little, bro. Just
nah,
start
my
Nah,
little,
bones
bro.
ain't
hold on.
right, bro. Like I'm
Yeah,
telling you,
Get into that.
I gotta get one of them. What you call them? Them chiropractors, bro. Like,
No, nigga, just because you have been doing
Nah.
it this long, nigga, you gotta start exercising a little bit more, bro. Once you start exercising, bro,
Yeah,
your body gonna start loosening up, bro. It's just because you're
yeah.
tight right now, bro. You had pause, but like you haven't been doing nothing. You
So,
know what I'm saying? Like you just like how you've been saying, you've been taking your car, you've been doing what you know to do. You know what I'm saying? It's not like you've been doing something outside of that. You know what I'm saying? So all it takes sometimes to start it off is 20 minutes a day. Start from 20 minutes a day and just keep on working your way from there. Find something you like to
facts.
do that can help you out. Like if you know something that can help out with a back workout, if you know something that like even if it's at home, if you know something you like to do at home that you can just do for a little quick 20, 30 minutes, put that in, bro. I'm telling you, that shit gonna change your life. You're gonna
I
feel
gotta get
better.
back on the
Well,
calisthenic joint, bro. Like we should
hold
just
up.
do pull ups at every corner, some sort like
Ye-
that, bro.
Yeah, my fault. We got straight into it. I want to try to kind of give us a quick commercial and all that. Easy. Just let them know where they find you. We going and then you leave.
Yeah, on y'all know where to find me. YouTube.com/at Lee 4788. I'm coming back this year with Nets Visual. The second season of Nets Visual. I did 68 out of 82 games last year. I don't know how I'm gonna get through 65 games of this shit this year, bro. Like, but especially with my new schedule, man. I just picked up some new work. I'm back on Leaf Dig is
Do
back
it
on the
with
books.
honest emotion, man. Do it with honest emotion. That's how you do it. Know what I'm saying?
Nah.
Like,
Nah. Real rap. I do got to get my new schedule. I go back to training tomorrow, man, on the site.
congratulations, bro.
The 1099 money was I love it, man. But I got to get back to this good old W2 check. You know what I'm
I feel
saying?
you.
Yeah, definitely, man. I need that weekly joint, man. I'm trying to still trying to make moves, still trying to
They
do
still be
what
on
I
some
do what I
bullshit with the
do.
weekly shit, though.
Definitely
Yeah, they
so
be on bullshit too. I can't lie
yeah,
to
but
you.
Nets Visual coming back with season 2 of that. Leaf is the League, man. Whole bunch of episodes of that, and I got a new football podcast and on a Green Bay Packers called Pack 'em Up.
Oh shit.
I'm gonna be bringing that out real
That's
soon.
fine.
But as long as we get our shit together, man, we gonna be all right, man. But
What you
Pack
mean
'em
get
Up
your
is
shit
coming.
Yeah,
together? Your quarterback just
yo,
got hurt, nigga. You
yeah,
better hope y'all do something, nigga. You better move
yeah,
something, nigga.
yeah.
Nah. But
Let me ask you something. Hold on, let
only
me
thing
ask
I'm
you
gonna
something.
say, only thing I'm
Take
gonna
care.
say,
Hold on.
before I pass the mic, only thing I'm
Go
gonna
ahead.
say is that it's better that it happened early in the season than late, but while we was trying to make a run.
But
She,
hold on. Is your word good for like FanDuel and shit? Like, can we trust you with a bet?
Not just
bro.
yet, bro. Not yet. I wouldn't.
Wait,
I wouldn't.
hold on, Leaf. I'm
Nah.
not. No. Hold on.
No, don't. Nah.
That's
Don't.
a setup question, bro. That is a setup question, bro. How am I gonna trust another man with bets like he the fucking Don of living of winning bets?
No.
Would
I'm
Leaf be right
saying
if he was winning
they got.
all his
Hold on.
fucking bets?
Easy. They got podcasts dedicated to. You know what I'm saying? Saying they bet guys. Like they be like, oh, I take the over, or you know what I'm saying, take the point spread. They be doing that shit, bro.
My
Like some
nigga, there's a
people.
lot of people doing that. That shit
Listen,
keep on hitting
Breeze.
red to you, bro. You
To
can't just
answer
keep
your
on
question.
depending on people for the bet.
Nah, it wasn't a lineup question, because I know why he asked that. The thing is, I hit a
I'm
couple of
trying to come
parlays.
up. What you talking about?
No. I know why he asked it, because I low key I hit a couple of baseball parlays, bro, last week, and I was able to
You
pay
watch
off my
baseball?
insurance. Yeah, nah, I don't watch baseball, but I did follow some people on Discord. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to
Yo,
lock
Leaf,
in. You
hitting
know,
them
make sure.
parlays for sports that you never watch, bro. That's a different type of feeling right there, boy.
It is a different
It
type of.
is
I ain't
though.
gonna lie
No,
to
it
you.
is.
It is.
So,
And,
talk
Some
about
make
it.
me
Talk
feel like
about
you
what kind
fucking
of. Talk about it. I want to hear
like
about
you.
it.
I think last week I hit a home run line for a Phillies game. What was it? It was either a home. I think it was a home run, a base hit, and something else. It was like a 4-leg, and I was able to pay my insurance off. I paid my car insurance off, man. So I did all right.
See?
You know what I'm saying? So it came in handy. It was one of them one time things. I just wanted to, it was
Right.
the first time I did baseball. I tried it out, and
Shit about to
I'm gonna
have you
try
hooked
to.
now.
I'm tiptoeing in this shit, man. So like I ain't the nigga to trust just yet, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm trying to tiptoe and see
I
who else
appreciate
do
that
shit.
honesty, man.
Yeah. So but low key, they got Discords. They got websites where you can follow heads and everything. Some shit called Kappa's Collective, Kappa/collective.com. Real baseball heads over there, man. So they putting up lines and parlays all day, because baseball is every day. It's like 180 something, 60 something games or some shit like a year. So like baseball is like was doing some shit this year, and FanDuel was doing something every Tuesday where they had you place $5 bets, and you go walk out minimum with like $250 or $300. You know what I'm saying? So
Okay.
that was a cool little flip for me. And
Yeah. Shit, $5 to 300. I say so myself.
yeah, that's a cool little flip for me. I don't even think lottery numbers don't got no shit like that. So I mean, it is what it. I had me a little flip last week. I did my little one time thing, and I did all right, man. You know, boy was able to pay off some shit. Had a little
So
layover,
that
man. But
shit. I love to
yeah,
hear it.
yeah, definitely. So but I'm gonna definitely get more deep into the parlay game. To see how I hit, but I just need to get my ducats up, man. That's why I'm going after this W2 bread. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
nah, that's what's up, man. Again, congratulations. Hold on, but easy. Let us know where we can find you at, Brody.
Hey yo, I keep on telling y'all niggas, man, to tap right in, man. You always know where you can find me at, man. Tap into the Hood CNN, the best hood news channel you could ever find on these YouTube streets. Coming at you in the morning at 10 o'clock a.m. Eastern time. You know I'm only talking to New York. I only care about New York. The Hood CNN, NSB, you got to come and see this. Tune into Big Ox channel, Big Ox Media. You already know. We over there. Pull up. All over.
Nah, that's what's up, man. You know, I'll be watching that show. I'll be trying to tune in. I'll be moving around that time. I catch the playbacks.
I'll be tuning in in the last half, because a
I ain't
lot of
see
time.
Big Ox on it. I think the last time I seen it,
Yeah, well, nah, Bob. You know what it is? Bobby started up
he be in
early,
the
and then
chat.
Bobby started up early, and then he usually he usually out by like maybe an hour in, because he had to do the
Play
panel
it.
with players choice and everything. So yeah. But I was able to talk to what was it, old head Chill Town today. Had a good convo, man. He was talking about Shaq and Malone in the '90s and shit like that. And
Yeah, I missed it. I missed it. Go ahead though. But what y'all talk about? Tell us.
yeah, we was talking about Shaq. He obviously he had Kobe at 11. Me personally, I got Kobe Friends top 5 on all time list. Like we was talking about like the difference between the greatest and the best all time, that type of
Yeah.
thing. To me, it kind of like it. To me, it kind of go hand in hand to me, man. I don't really put too much differences on it, man. But
Why
and
not?
we was also talking about the top 10 two guards all time. We had, they had top 10 two guard all time lists.
I want to
And
hear Ice Bear list. I ain't gonna lie. Ice Bear, you got a
yeah,
list for that?
Ice, you got a list?
Nah, I ain't got a list for that. I ain't got
Nigga,
no
you
list
asking
right now.
Iceman to drop a top 10 shooting guard list out of nowhere, bro? That
Yeah,
is
Nah,
nah.
wild
I know.
crazy, bro.
No. The reason
I
why
mean, I
I asked
already know
Ice,
Leaf got a list.
the reason why
Leaf
I asked
cannot
is
have a
because
top 10 list off the back of his mind like that, bro.
Yo, man, he got a whole
easy.
podcast,
The
bro.
reason
Like,
why
he
I
up his
asked,
professional.
He
nah
gonna
the,
start
the
saying some bullshit if he don't have that list get
no
together, bro.
the reason why I
You
asked is
gotta keep it
because
real. He
a
could be like,
couple of
I got a top 3.
Nah. The reason why I asked E is because I had they did one on PC because Chilltown was telling me about it, and he told me how the late part of his list he ended up adding Clay Thompson over Joe Dumars, and he didn't even want to do that. He said he said he froze up when he did it. And he really didn't even want to do it, but he ended up throwing Clay, but probably in the last I think maybe like 9 or 10 or something around there. And because it was a lot of people that like the late part of it, bro. Like a lot of people had it different, but AI's in a lot of people's top 5. Iverson was in a lot
Okay.
of people's top 5. Clyde Drexler had made 4. Obviously, the top 3 was the same. I think Jordan, Kobe, Wade was the same, and then people like rearranged it they way and everything. A couple of people didn't have Reggie Miller. They had Reggie Miller like basically honorable mention or something like that. T Mac was like hot, was like good on some everybody list.
They got
Vince,
T-Mac a 2 guard.
yeah,
Yeah, what?
yeah, definitely.
I thought
Absolutely.
I always looked at him as a
Wait,
3. I ain't
man,
gonna lie to you, bro.
T Mac was a 2. No, T Mac in Orlando and in
The
Houston,
killer.
bro. Like,
Killer. He was
yeah,
a killer.
he was killer.
Man.
I'm
All right,
Yeah,
not doing that. No. T
all
Mac
right,
and
thank you,
Vince.
thank you, thank you.
Yeah.
T-Mac is nice.
T Mac and Vince, bro. Well, T Mac was a little bit higher than Vince. Vince probably ran about maybe I want to say 9, and then I threw Klay Thompson at 10. I had
You talking
Ray
about your
Allen.
list right now? You talking about
Yeah,
your list right
my list. So, yeah,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
had
You said you
Ray
got
Allen at.
T-Mac over Vincent. Okay.
now? Okay,
Yeah.
Leaf. Real quick, Leaf.
What's up?
Because you saw that episode of the panel, and then you talked to Chilltown. So you basically got a good amount of names in front of you. Can you do a top 10 right now with the names that you heard? So like all the names that you heard from that. So like, can you devise your top 10 from that? Now,
Yeah. I got my top 10.
So all right. So I already know Jordan, Kobe, Wade is top 3. So
In that order, yeah.
So in that order too. So from 4 down, what you got?
From 4 down, I had Iverson, I had Clyde Drexler, I had who did I have at 6?
That's wild, crazy. All right, hold on, Leaf. That's wild. All right, hold on. All right, because I know I don't like this nigga, but
What's
his
up?
play style is still dominant or impeccable on some level, bro. Why is James Harden not in a top 5 conversation?
James Harden was 6 for me. The reason, and I explain the reason why. The reason why I took James Harden out is mainly, and this is just me. This is just opinionated. The mainly was just because of the D'Antoni system. That's the main that's the main thing I took him out with, because a lot of that was like heavy point guard. You know what I'm saying? But he was a 2 guard exclusive at a good portion of his career when he started to take off. That's the only reason why I put him at 6. I would have put him at 5 respectively. But then again, I ain't
Do
gonna
you
lie.
hold that same tax over Steve Nash when he's ranking point guards?
Steve Nash is probably. I think Steve Nash is like in the back of my top 10. Like yeah, so I kind of do. I kind of do. I kind of do just off the strength of the point guard list is a little bit more heavier. You know, I'm a little bit more heavier with the point guard list, bro. Like
I get that, but Steve Nash still at the end of the day
yeah.
is
Nah.
still a top 10
Steve Nash.
point
Yeah.
guard.
Yeah. At the top, he's definitely. But he's in the back. He's in back. He's in the back of that top 10. I'm gonna get to that list before the season starts too, because excuse me, I had I also had I'm also working on a top 10 bench players all time, but I'm gonna give you the rest of the 2 guard list.
Yeah. So we had 7 because you had James.
Yeah, I had James Harden at 6. I had T Mac at 7, Ray Allen at 8, Vince at 9, and I had Klay Thompson at 10.
Vince at 9.
Yeah.
Vince at 9.
Yeah, I have Vince at 9.
Where's Manu?
Manu is an honorable mention.
Oh.
The only reason why I didn't have Manu because he wasn't exclusively a starter. Manu is going to be on my all-time bench players. I'm trying to keep it I'm trying to keep the list like good, bro. Like Manu is on my all time bench players of all time top 10. But he's high on that list. Manu was high on that list. Manu was very, very high on that list. So
Yeah,
I'm trying.
I'm just letting y'all cook, man. I ain't finna get into this
Yeah. So
conversation because
but yeah,
to Easy's
the
point,
back.
I ain't got a top 10 like that. I would have to think about it. You know what I mean? Because I
The
don't know
back
if I
half of that
agree with your
list.
list 1 through 10. I ain't gonna hold you.
Yeah. But the back half of that list, bro, was like, it was just mainly kind of me picking most of my favorites at the two guard, because like let's be honest, bro. Like the two guard position was a lot of our favorite position coming up, man. We just had a lot of players that we liked at that time. You know, a lot of us was Kobe heads, a lot of us was T Mac bench, AIs. You know what I'm saying? Like those are the players that represented like the arc of the genesis that kind of made us basketball fans in the first place. You know what I'm
Yeah, I
saying?
heard you
Like,
say that. I heard you say that on a different part. I would hear, but on just a different episode. But what I will say is, it's because in New York City, it was something to have a handle. If you had a handle and you could do crossovers, tweens, and behind the back spin moves and all of that. If you know how to do all of that shit, you was the fucking man. You
right.
go in the park like you going to the basket, you making fun of them. You know how dudes they be taunting you and shit. I crossed them. I got them. All that shit like Hezzies and all of that shit. And I'm saying that to say, hey, you ain't see that before. That kind of style. That's in my opinion. That was a New York style of basketball, or I guess a Northeast style of basketball. Where
Northeast, yeah.
we celebrated the two guard because you the handle. You know what I'm saying? That's why we love Kyrie Irving so much. Like, let's keep it real, bro. Kyrie Irving, bro, though his handle in the NBA, that shit is some shit you would see at Rucker Park. That's some shit you would see at the fucking next chapter 22. That's some shit you would see somewhere like that, bro. Like
And
that.
You
peep,
see,
I had to
you
cut,
see,
not to cut y'all off for a second. I saw my man from N1 mixtape. Shout out to Half Man, Half Amazing, man. I saw him today. He was what was he at? Damn, he was over he was over in over by Williamsburg. Over
Damn.
by
So what up,
Williamsburg
man?
today.
You ain't gonna interview him or nothing?
I mean, I ain't know him like that. I kind of just saw him like, and it
You
was just
ain't you
like,
ain't
oh
try to you
shit.
this
ain't try to
nigga Breeze wants you to run up on people on the
Yeah,
street, Leaf, and be
no,
like,
come on,
yo,
Breeze.
dog, I'm Leaf.
I ain't
I
gonna
got
run
4
down
Leaf
on the
people
man. You know
for
what I'm
some
saying?
weed.
Like, I
Yo,
ain't gonna run
do
down
an
you
on him,
said that
interview
Breeze.
to
You
him
know,
the
right
I
now.
wasn't.
man.
It
You thought
wasn't
that
like,
was
oh
to
shit,
I
yo, look, yo,
thought
that's that nigga half man, half man. I was like, oh, I was like, oh, yo, that's that nigga half
oh,
man,
you
half.
were saying like that's my man's in them because of the
Nah. It wasn't. Nah, I wasn't on that type of timing, bro. Like, I'm like, I like, I've seen like, people that been on TV like in that light before. You know what I'm saying? I saw Jamal Tinsley, bro, back in like 2000 when he came to 35 Park. 35 Park is over like right behind the Footnote houses, the Foot Project houses and everything. That's the junior high school park. They used to have unity community tournaments over there. And
okay.
Jamal.
So what he was running at? Like what happened? He was had like a tournament over there?
Yeah, well, the thing is like this is a year before he got into the draft. This is like around the year where he got drafted. He got drafted that summer, and then he came out and played street ball in the in like a in like a 20 like a adult tournament. I was a kid at the time. I was about 13 at the time, and so I was playing in we was playing in the team tournament and everything. I had my game first. And then they played late, and they had the lights on. A couple of people was parking Car Street. It was like, yo, we got Jamal Tinsley, top draft pick, man. Went to the Indiana Pacers, and we knew who Jamal Tinsley was. Cause Jamal Tinsley from Harlem, so we knew who Jamal Tinsley was. But like seeing him in that light, that's when this is before he got his nickname at the Rucker. This is before then. So Jamal Tinsley was out there cooking, just light work, cooking
Well, I
niggas.
mean, I forgot. What was his nickname at the Rucker?
I think that nigga nickname was What was it? Not Bone Collector. Was it the Bone Collector?
I think it
Damn.
was Bone Collector.
It was Bone Collector. Yeah, I think
Because
it
I know
was.
that's okay. All right,
I think it
That boy
was,
had
man.
that
that's
shit
a
Yeah.
on
real
a
hooper. I've seen him dribble before, bro,
Oh
and
yeah,
nigga.
he a
yeah,
That
different
yeah.
nigga
person.
had that shit
Jamal
on a
Tinsley.
string,
Jamal
man.
Tinsley. Yes, he did.
He said on the string. That shit
Yes,
was
he did.
serious, bro.
Tinsley
You
was
better be
real.
careful. You better be
Tinsley
careful,
was
nigga.
real. Tinsley was definitely real. But Tinsley was real for sure, man. We saw him and like we wasn't we ain't on the autograph shit in Brooklyn, bro. Like we saw him and it was like, all right, ain't nobody gonna do nothing to the park today, bro. Yo, we got an NBA nigga up in here, man. Like, all right, cool. Blah blah blah. Blah. So I think he was in there for like maybe like 2 days, like two straight nights. He's running, and then I think maybe the summer league had started. He went right to the summer league right after. He went right to the summer league right after. He played in the park for like 2 days, bro. Went to the summer league right after. So, I mean, when we like the one thing about it with Brooklyn, bro, like when we seen like niggas from the NBA, bro, like we seen them before, bro. But it's not no like, all right, yo, everybody come out. It's a whole event. You know what I'm saying? Like we wasn't starstruck like that. They to us they was just regular niggas from the hood. Realistically, they just above average basketball players. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, hold on. Yeah, nah, respectfully. Hold on. I just kind of want to change lanes because again, I see Easy added in the comments too. Like from Easy perspective, how do you view Manu? Where do you fit him in that top 10, Easy?
I think he needs to get into the top 10 at least. His name needs to be in there. Now, I mean, depending on the names that you give me and your list, I could understand it. And then your reasoning for your list, I could understand it. But
The
like,
two-step process is a two-step process to get past Manu.
I mean, it depends on how you want to rank your list. But me, like, my thing is like kind of fluid. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't put like a straight down criteria and stuff like that because there's a lot of anomalies, and I know basketball is a microcosm of life. So anything can happen. So I can't put a strict criteria when I know anything can happen in the game. What? Wait, I could give you a great example. You think you got the game won? You think you about to catch a rebound off an out of bounds play, and out of nowhere you slap the fucking ball instead of grabbing the rebound over a big nigga. For some reason, it goes back to the fucking opposing team, and that nigga's a 3-point sniper. He shoots the rock. He win. Now y'all win. Now they win the game. Meanwhile, you had the game completely in your control right there at that moment, but you didn't catch a rebound for
Yeah.
some reason, and it goes up. Situational basketball. So like, I
Yeah,
be
hold on, Easy. Do you remember Manu being a great tipping guy, post? Like he'll go for the offensive rebound and tip it back in. Like I've
I don't
seen
know
him do
about
that, bro.
offensive rebound. I don't know about him with offensive
Bro,
rebound. I gotta really
yeah,
like look back if he's like good at that. I know
he
he's
used to
like
crash
good on
boards, bro.
second. He's good on second recovery. So I mean, however that translates.
The thing that I remember most about Manu is like taking over like the top of the key isolation type of offense for the Spurs whenever they ran it. Don't get me wrong, like he could play in a system because that's what he did. You know, him, Tony Parker, and Timmy, they played in the system together, and they worked that system to a T. But I think a lot of what Manu, I think a lot of people was keying in on they overlap Mano's talent and then forget
Oh
about the
shit.
actual production. The thing is that like T Mac, the talent that T Mac had, we saw that production. He was a 2-time scoring champion. Ray Allen, bro, we saw that ultimate production in Milwaukee, bro. When he was more than just a shooter, he was getting to the basket and throwing niggas. We saw that for 25 plus a game. You know what I'm saying? So when I think of those names, mind you, I had Reggie Miller. I didn't have Reggie Miller in my top 10. I didn't have Manu, and I didn't have Joe Dumars in my top 10. And a lot of
Didn't you
people,
put Ray Allen though? You put Ray Allen, right?
I did put Ray Allen at 8. I put Ray Allen at 8. I put Ray Allen at 8 because I felt like Ray Allen had some significant seasons as a number one option as a scorer, as a two guard at the two guard position. And a lot of the names that I put up there, these were guys like that at a certain point in their career, they had spearheaded or often they had spearheaded the good chunk of the offense for their respective teams. If you go back to that 2001 Bucks team, Ray Allen spearheaded that. If you go back to them Seattle teams, Ray Allen spearheaded that. You know what I'm saying?
Manu
Like,
got that same kind of argument on the Spurs in his early years, from what I think 03 to like 05. You could even
I
say that.
I wouldn't say nah. I like to me because to me the Tim Duncan factor still comes into play. That's the thing about it. It's one of the main
But you
reasons
can't
why.
keep on holding the players that you play against, play with against them.
I'm not holding it. It's just the thing is like
But
when
you
I think
slighting them for it though, like the same way how you slighted Harden for the D'Antoni
for
thing.
the D'Antoni thing.
You kind of slighting Manu for the Tim Duncan thing.
But that's how these lists
Yeah,
are made. I can't really like the thing is your situation is your
Nah,
situation, bro.
bro. Jordan played with Pippen, bro. That's arguably one of the best
Jordan
defenders
played
ever
with
in life,
Pippen.
bro. Like,
I just like, hold on, hold
That
on,
I
hold
mean,
on.
yeah,
Let me,
yeah, I
hold on, hold
understand
on, hold on,
that.
hold on.
do
Hold
you
on, let
know
me,
how much your life is easier if you have a top 5 defender of
right,
all time on your team, and
hold
then
on.
you have then when you do a second three-peat, you get another nigga that's arguably top 10 in bro. The
Look,
dog.
hold on. Just to bring
I'm
context
not
to it.
comparing
Hold on,
Jordan's
leave,
situation to nobody else's, bro. Like I'm
leave.
not.
Hold on, leave. Let me just bring context to what Easy saying. Then I kind of want to change lanes because I'm not gonna lie. I had called Big Ox out and he did do a live, so I'm gonna go over there soon. But I wanted to say all I had to say
He doing a
that
lot.
the yeah, Big Ox. But to Easy's point, Andre 76 said it too. He said good points, Easy. Yeah, they threw Pippen on Magic Johnson, bro. That was a big part of the reason why they won. You feel me? Like Jordan is Jordan, you know what I mean? But if he got a guard Magic Johnson, bro, that shit is tough, bro. That shit is tough. They put Scottie Pippen on him,
They put
and the rest
Scotty
is
on him for
history.
one game, bro. Like Jordan took that challenge, bro. Like a lot of
But
Yeah, I
people
was
don't
just
nah,
about to
remember
say
that.
that.
yeah, but still though, it's not like it's weak. It wasn't weak. You know what I'm saying? That
No,
and
but
it wasn't like it's a big drop off on defense.
No, but
Obviously,
my thing is, Breeze. It's not just the defensive part that I'm locking in on. The thing I'm trying to tap into is like you're holding. If you're gonna devise the top 10 list, right? Certain slights that you have before, you have to let go in these lists because when we talk about these all-time great players, almost damn near all of them play with another all-time great player. All of them, nigga, all of them, especially in the two guard list. So like, if you do
Well,
that
you can
for
say that
Manu, you
you
gotta do
can
that
say
for
the same
Kobe.
thing.
You gotta do that
You
for
can say the
Jordan,
same thing with a
Wade,
top 10 all
Harden.
time list, bro. Like I mean, it is what it
You're not
is,
doing
bro.
it
But
right,
Like
but
hold
you gotta let go of that slight though. You can't
but
hold
the
them for
thing is,
the
hold
past
on,
five
hold on.
years, nigga.
but this
Ice
like
was
I'm
trying to
not
say
looking
something.
for my list to be like to let
No,
the
no, I understand. I understand that, Leaf. I
Yeah,
understand.
nah, he's not
I'm just
saying
saying.
this list is flawless. He's not saying it's flawless. We know, we know.
Like when you give
What
me
was
like
Iceman saying?
real quick
Nah, I
before
said
we
T
get to
Mac didn't
ice.
play with nobody. He by himself. He ain't really had no talent around him like no real star talent. You know
What
what I'm
you
saying?
saying?
But
T
but
Mac.
but 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 ice,
T Mac.
but
T-Mac,
ice.
yeah, true.
They will say like yo, but they will say like yo, he played with some good like maybe not like right in their prime, man. Maybe they felt they prime too quick, but like they'll say that Rockets team with Yao and shit like that. That was a good team. You're supposed to elevate that. They will say that Raptors team when you play with Vince, even though you wasn't what you was, you still play with Vince. I got my dog right here talking about Vince is a top 10 SG. So
yeah, but
like so that two top 10 SGs of all time on the team. So we could get mad at how it looked and how it played out, but at the end of the day, that nigga was on your team and you was playing with him. So like we could do that for the whole, we could do that for even a top 10 list, a top 20 list. Like every one of these great players played alongside with another great player. So I feel like you will have to let that slight go. You gotta let that bias go. Now I'm not saying it's a biasness or like a slight that you're doing particularly, but and I get your list, but like when you give me like a list and then like when you put like a name like when you give me a name like VC, right? I'm gonna think about Manu, Wes, Elgin, shit like that. So I'm like, why are you giving this motherfucker a nod into top 10 when these motherfucker was greater?
that's the thing about it, bro. I don't think Manu was. I don't necessarily think Manu was greater. I think Manu, bro. Like when I look at a lot of those guys, listen, for whatever reason we want to name, and whatever reason, like I'm not, and it's not me slighting a situation. The situation is the situation. A lot of those names that I mentioned, outside of Klay Thompson, and I had Klay Thompson probably dead last on that list, if I'm not mistaken. A lot of those names, bro, on that list were number one scoring options on their teams. So my thing is that like and they held afloat as number one or scoring options on their teams. Manu Ginobili, bro, can't make that claim. He can't make that claim because not one he took the role of willing a role of the sixth man, and he thrived at that sixth man, which is probably why I got him as the best bench player of all time. I probably have him as the best player of all time, and it's probably by a mile. And when we go look back, even over guys like Kevin McHale, Lou Williams,
Uh,
Jamal Crawford, bro, them type of niggas, and you could bro, like, but it's true.
I
It's just,
mean, Westbrook came off the bench. You're not greater than Westbrook. I'll tell you that much.
but with Westbrook's career off the bench, bro, it doesn't compare to Manu Ginobili's career off the bench.
Are
Manu
we taking the
Ginobili.
career off the bench, or are we just taking the player in general? Like, are we? Is that
Career,
what you're doing
career,
for the bench list?
career player, great. We fusing all of that together, and I'm making my list. You know what I'm saying? Like I
No,
don't
but I'm
think that
saying like for your top 10 bench list, like, are you taking
from
like players that like for the most part, or like just
from
coming off the
I'm
bench?
taking notable bench players, and I think Manu Ginobili was a notable bench player. He was a notable bench player because that's what that was his sacrifice to that team, bro, and that's what helped them eventually win championships. And now that doesn't have anything to do with why he's not on the two guard list. My two guard list is for a different reason. My two guard list, I separated that the way that I did is for guys scoring wise, bro, and offensively, they held down the number one spot on that team at the go-to spot on that team on the respective teams, except for Klay Thompson. That's the only reason why I did it the way I did it. The only reason. Like now, if anybody hear this list and they want to go, yo, you out of your mind, like that's fine, man. But the thing is, our list is our list. This is why I don't like making lists because everybody want somebody else list to be almost pale in comparison to how they're thinking.
No, I mean, I don't got no problem with the list, and especially how you explained it and what you gave. I mean, I ain't got no real problem with. I just like me personally, like certain names, I just like the question, but I ain't got no real problem with the list. But like when you give me like I said, when you give me like a name like Vince, and then like we all knew the problem with Vince, I can't put you in a top 10 convo when all the niggas in the top 10 are dogs, and you had less of a dog. So like I understand that, you know what I'm saying, but like, and I kind of respect that because you have one straight baseline, like you not change that baseline, like if you was a number one option, you have to be that number one option. So I could respect that, but like me, my judging is kind of fluid because like yeah, you was the number one option, but this nigga coming off the bench, I could argue was probably had more impact to winning. It was more greater than you. Now you had your own teams, cool, but like this nigga right here, all right, we never saw him in a number one role option, but like from what he was doing from right here, I don't want to assume or guesstimate, but like he for what he did for this team right here, he was pretty good, and I could assume he'll be good for another team, and plus all the intangibles is there, so like things like that. So like when you give me that list, like I'll be like, where's Jerry West? You know what I'm saying? So like it depends where you have Jerry West now. Now you could consider Jerry West a point guard, and that takes him completely out the shooting guard list. So like things like that. Like when I hear AI in the two guard list, me personally, I get a little confused sometimes. I'm like, this nigga's a one. Like ain't no way you not. I don't care how much he scored. This nigga's a one. Like he's a one. But
He
I
won 4
understand it.
scoring titles playing the two, bro. Just to let you know.
Yeah, but this nigga was a one. He came to the league as a one. He played one for the majority of his career. Even when they put him at the two, they ran him at the one sometimes at the in the game at the same time. So like,
They ran him in off ball action with Eric Snow, bro. Like when he came off of back screens and catch and go situations. When
that
when
wasn't a
Larry
whole game though.
well, that was the whole game. When Larry Brown, like I'm telling you, when he stopped isolating at the top of the key, Larry Brown used to run him off of screen action in the early in them 2000s in them late 90s and early 2000s, they used to run him off a lot of screen action and get in the mid range, and he used to pop up off that. And he got a money mid range out of them situations because he was so fast to guard and chase around like them little hedge screens. That was his play. You know what I'm saying? He had a key play as the two guard, man. And when I look at AI, the reason why I put him 4 is because the career that he put together as a 76er, to me, go look at Kevin Durant's career, bro, as in OKC and slash Seattle. If you go look at accolade to accolade, it's the same exact career. Same exact shit. I'm bullshit you not.
Yeah,
Rookie of the year, 4 scoring titles, one finals, one MVP, one finals
he probably
appearance.
got more
It's the
all
same
NBA
shit. The only thing Kevin Durant has is more playoff wins.
and more all NBA probably.
Maybe.
Yo, I got it, man. I ain't finna debate y'all. I'll be honest with you. I'm enjoying the content. Shout out to Easy. Shout out to Leaf. Shout out to Iceman. I just wanted to
I
talk.
didn't even give his list yet. I didn't give his list yet.
Yeah, what you mean? I didn't give his list. When I said it, you was like, "Oh, why you gonna just think he gonna expect him to have a whole 10 guys already and all of that?"
We threw out some names.
Now he got a list and
bro,
all
no,
of that.
hold on, bro. Because, bro, hold on.
Nah.
Yo, dog, hold the fuck on, bro. I came to Leaf with this shit because he saw the PC episode he talked with Chill. So at the very least, he has 10 names on his plate of rip because he already is in tune with the content.
Right.
Iceman, bro, you don't even know what the fuck a player choice is, bro. So I can't ask him that question automatically and know he gonna have 10 names off the rip like that, bro.
Hold on.
Wait. And I'm not trying to discredit Iceman knowledge of the game, but for a top 10 shooting guard list out of nowhere, bro, and to make it be accurate, that's gonna be like out of nowhere, and you don't got no names for reference right now. That's kind of crazy to put him on the spot. Now, me and Leaf just had a conversation, brought some names up. My nigga Dre in the chat dropped some names. Now you got a more comprehensive list. Now you can be like, I got like 15 names right there.
Speaking of Iceman, bro, like I got some trouble. Speaking of Iceman, I got some trouble for leaving George Gervin off the top 10. So I mean, listen,
George Gervin, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on.
Yeah. So I got into some trouble for leaving George Gervin off the top 10, bro. Like, and personally, I didn't know too much about George Gervin. I'm learning more and more about George Gervin as I go because his documentary just came out, and Jordan was talking about how in his first year at Chicago, because George Gervin played there his first year at Chicago, like, yo, he had that game where he turned back the clock, and he had like 35 in the first half. He was like, the only thing was he just got tired in the second. Because he had maybe like 6 points in the second, and he just got tired. And he was like, "Yo," and Jordan was like, "Yo, what happened?" He was like, "Yo, I'm just showing you how it used to be." You know what I'm saying? So, like, I mean, George Gervin was him. I ain't gonna say it like he was as a scorer at that 2 guard position. He was him. He had a lot of things in his game, man. He was one of them. He was one of the true gamesmen, bro. Like the true talents at that position, at that position in his career. He one of them ones, man. But I just don't know too much about him. That's more my pops. My pops used to tell me about George Gervin, man. Like in Doc and all of them, bro. Like, so that was more his time. So like George Gervin,
George Gervin is OKC KD before his time.
A lot of people, and you know what? And a lot of people would make that sentiment. Will make that. The only thing that Kevin Durant had is a little bit more intangibles. That's a little bit that's more what Kevin Durant had to me.
And a way better jump shot.
And a way better jump shot, and a way better mid range, and a little bit, more getting to the spots and everything. Like Kevin Durant,
right.
when we seen Kevin Durant game flourish into what it flourished into, it surpassed anything that we thought George Gervin could do.
Well, it depends, because if you really was in tune with that man from back then you might have. I mean, it's hard to compare the modern game to the game back then. So like, there's gonna be a lot of like discrepancies you have. So you have to come to like a common ground. But like, some people would, value,
Right.
George Gervin over like,
Yeah,
KD
yeah, yeah, yeah.
sometimes.
Some people would value that.
In certain respects, not like overall, like a player that I want sometimes. You know what I'm saying? But like some people or value the Iceman. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the
Yeah, yeah.
Iceman on the
Some
pen.
people. I think I think Chilltown had him a little bit higher on this list than on T Mac actually. Because a lot of the things that we look for T Mac, George Gervin had because the game was simple. The game in terms of the talent was there. You know what I'm saying? The talent was there with both T Mac and George Gervin. It's just that in terms of like the overall uh 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 uh, uh the overall production in terms at that position, he felt like George Gervin did a little bit more. I ain't mad at that. I felt like T Mac did a lot more, man. With even with an injury play career, even with it, like so. I mean, I would take T Mac. T Mac T Mac, AI, Vince. Those are my guys, man. So I wasn't gonna leave them off the list. I tried to put them as respectfully at a number where it could look more respectable to anybody that's viewing it. That's all it is.
Ain't a bad list. You trying to drop your list, Esco or
No, I'm good.
He said, "Nah, I'm good."
I'm good.
The reason why the reason why I thought you had a list is well, I just remember we had conversations just about what the position entails and everything, and we went over that. Obviously, we had a difference in what the position is now. I mean,
Right.
I think the position is just the position. I think player to player. That's just to me. The play like the players today, they just bring different things to the position. Man, it is what it is. But I mean, that's one of the reasons why I assumed that you had a list. But I'm gonna be trying to make more of these lists, man. I got the I'm working on the top 10 bench players of all time, top 10 bench players of all time, and I'm working on the top 10 players of all time without a ring.
Yeah, no, I ain't got no list. I just got a list of young players for the Nets. You know what I'm saying?
I respect that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
He said,
shout
I
out to
got a
Ice.
list of
Shout out
young
to Ice.
players for the Nets. Shout out to Ice. Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely, man.
you can always expect that with Ice for real.
Yes,
For real.
definitely,
Word.
man.
That's why you can always count on. Word.
Definitely.
My top 10, I don't know, cause that would be tough. And I need to do some more research on some names, but like my top 10, I mean, top
I
three.
had 2 weeks to really piece it all together because I always had a top five. It's just that I was having trouble piecing that together,
I mean, top five is kind of easy because you got three names that's already solidified right there that nobody really
that's
gonna
a
have no
fact.
problem
I
with.
just
So
had to come up with the last two. That's all it was.
like for me, like the shooting guard list, I mean, top 10, I'm thinking about some lists 'cause I want to like think about where to place certain players, but like I think that this list is kind of a little bit more easier than a fucking like a power four. Matter of fact, not even a power four list because you would have fucking Tim Duncan number one. I would say like a fucking center list because a center list you could put anybody at any spot and nobody will probably have a problem with anybody that you put. Like motherfuckers could put a Hakeem at number one.
The center list is probably it's more that list where nobody really is gonna 100,000%
Nobody
challenge.
is not solidified at number one. Nobody solidified at number one.
You said nobody?
Nobody.
I'll put it to you this way. I like a vast majority. I don't think a vast majority will go against Kareem. I don't think a vast majority will go against Kareem. I'll say that.
If you use
Now,
Kareem number one, I argue why you don't use Bill Russell then at that point.
I mean, if that's the case, bro, like I don't think I think Bill Russell wouldn't be outside of 3 or outside of 4 or 5. But that center list, man, like that's one of them lists. Is like if you
It's
put a
fluid.
if you put a criteria together, then you got to stick to that criteria. But how you would rate that list,
But
you know
then
what I'm
that
saying?
criteria going to get screwed then because like every center is kind of different in their own respects. So like putting a baseline might X a center out that you should know should be probably like top 5, probably down the top, arguably bottom half of the top 10, fighting for that 11-12 spot. You know what I'm saying? So like that's at that point putting a baseline for the center list is going to be kind of difficult. So then you have to make the list kind of fluid, and then they come into what you prefer and your biases. Like, okay,
I mean, but simple questions will like go into a top 10 list. All right, simple question would be: is Joker a top 10 all-time center?
just off the thought of it right now, yes.
Is Joel a top 10 all-time center?
I don't think so. No.
Is Dwight a top 10 all-time center?
We said Leaf. You check that for a second. We said
Dwight Howard.
no. Wait. Hold on. Shit. He could crack into there. Yeah, he could crack into there. I'm at 8 names right now.
Because when I look at the back end of that list, the names that come up, I'm thinking Ewan. I'm thinking thinking Ewan, obviously. I'm thinking David Robinson. I'm thinking Robert Parrish maybe as a notable. I'm thinking that might be pushing it, but I mean,
yeah,
because
I'll
like
give him notable. I'll give him
the names that's clear to me: Shaq, Wilt, Bill
Wilt,
Russell,
Bill,
Kareem, Hakeem, Moses. That's 6 right there. Who else?
So you said Shaq, Wilt, Kareem.
Shaq, Wilt, Kareem.
Bill
Russell.
Bill.
Hakeem.
Moses. David Robinson.
David Rob. Joker.
Jokic.
Ewan. Damn.
You could put Ewan right there, but I'm gonna hold him off to the side for a second. We can hold him off for the side. Dwight Howard, Ewan.
I don't feel you know, okay. I don't feel the same way about Bill Walton that like a lot of
I was thinking about
feel.
Bill Walton. I was thinking about Bill Walton.
I don't feel the same way. I just don't.
His career got cut too short, so that's
I just don't feel the way about him like in a top 10 conversation that a lot of people initially felt like before, obviously before Joker and Embiid and all these niggas start going crazy. But and when I look at the Dwight, if you wanna put the Dwight in to round out that top 10, I'm cool. If you want to put the Dwight outside of that top 10, I'm cool. I just need somebody like when we thinking of names. Now we got to dig. Now we got to go to like the B tier and the C tier of like all time centers. You know what I'm saying? So now we got to dig for names like let's say Nate Thurman or
Bob McAdoo.
Struggling with that one right there. I ain't gonna lie to you. Damn. Bob Lanier. Shit. Damn. Now when I think
Bob Lanier might be a little bit too far back.
But that might be a little. Spencer Haywood or somebody. I don't know, man. Like
I can't get Spencer Haywood top 10. I can't get Spencer.
Artis Gilmore.
Gilmore.
Can't give him top 10 either.
I can't give him top 10 because if we gonna throw Dwight Howard into the mix, that would be 9 right there. So it's only one spot left. So like we got names like Ewing, we got Embiid and shit like that. We got Zoe Moore.
I'm not
we got
putting. Are you putting Joel Embiid over Ewing?
Ewing was good, boy. That
Yes,
nigga
he
was
was.
good. He was really
Yes,
good.
he was. Yes, he was. I
He played, bro. He played.
I feel like Embiid is the advanced version of him in terms of skill set. When I look at Ewing and he had a money mid range, and I look at Joel Embiid, I think to myself, I'm like, damn, this ain't that far off. I'm like, damn, this nigga Joel Embiid basically like Patrick Ewing on steroids, bro. Like, well, obviously minus the health, all that other crazy shit, but Joel Embiid in these past 4 to 5 years has, I don't
But
think
he gotta play
Ewing.
more though, bro. If right now he basically like if you really look at it, like if you try to like if you try to like give a quick glance over his career, it's almost like he got like a fake Bill Walton career. Just probably a little bit more years right now, but like he fake like
And a lot more production though. Like he done pieced together some damn good seasons where he was like
true.
what late 20 like 28, 29, close 30 or like 30 points, 10 rebounds, 4 assists, 5, like he done pieced together some good shit. So
Did y'all name Kareem Abdul-Jabbar?
Yeah, we named Kareem. Kareem was first up. Kareem was first up. Hakeem.
You got Wes Unseld. How you even feel about Wes Unseld?
That's another one of them names.
Willis Reed.
That's another one of them names. I'm feeling like B C tier type. It's the more names we name, the more low on the totem pole is getting.
Well, after the kind of the ones that we know, everybody else is old. You know what I mean?
After those ones, bro. Like I think like the center position is real historic. It's a real historic position.
But I mean,
I think it was a lot of good careers. It ended up being Hall of Famers, obviously, because on a scale of where we rank a lot of the players now, I think to myself, like, yo, Dwight to me, bro, like, yo, we talking about somebody that was a top 3 player in the league at a time where Kobe and LeBron was running around. Like I think it's fair to say when Kobe and LeBron was like considered number 1 and number 2, was Dwight not the 3rd best player in the league?
He was at that time.
I mean, it depends on what year you talk about, but if we get to like specific years, Dwight Howard got a case to be arguably the best one out of both of them.
When I look back at like the 09 season.
Yeah, he was.
When I look back at 09, like 08, 2010, 2011 probably, bro. Like
I'm gonna stop at 2011. I'm gonna stop at 2011.
Okay, all right. When I look at like a 4-year stretch where Dwight Howard was running off defensive player of the years, it was at a point, bro, where you could just put him in the middle and throw shooters around him, and you had a contending type of team. Like to me, man, oh man, I don't know, man.
You see, like I would give Dwight Howard, and he was dominant. And there was point in times in his career when he could have the claim to be the best, but me personally, I saw like obvious deficiencies in his game. You know what I'm saying? So like that right there, if we have to put like top 10, yes, he was a dominant defensive force, but can I give you that nod over Pat, Mr. Georgetown? Can I do that?
I ain't gonna lie, Ewing had a damn good career. Ewing, it's hard for me not to at least put Ewing at 9 or 10.
So like
Dwight
you see,
Howard
so like
accolades is
right,
crazy.
but you see like right then and there, like when you switch that order and right there, if you put Pat at 9 and Dwight Howard at 10, now you make Dwight Howard fringe because there's at least two names I got right there that we could argue should he beat over them, and then depending how you feel, you know what I'm saying. So like
You know, okay, so with that 9 and 10 right there, that means Nikola Jokic is at 8, right?
he possibly could be a little bit higher depending on how you feel about certain other people. People put him over David Robinson right now. So I mean,
hold up. All right. I think
three-time
that's
MVP, he's still rolling. We can't just say he's not going to stop winning MVP. Champion on his back, putting up crazy historic numbers. We know for a fact,
not true.
no
True,
other
true.
big man could pass like him. So he has a
That
claim
that
to
is
be
a
the greatest
that is a
passing big
fact.
man ever. So
That I think he has that. I think that's solidified already. But is that overlapping the all around prowess that David Robinson has as a player? Is that overlapping the all around a career that because David Robinson, if I'm not mistaken, his resume reads defensive player of the year, rookie of the year, scoring champion, what was it? Multiple first I want to say multiple all defensive first all defensive teams, first all NBAs. Obviously we look at Duncan and at his career and kind of being that light post, that he could lean on for them 2 championships. But he is a champion nonetheless. But when I look at the best version of David Robinson, I think to myself, I don't know if I'm ready to put that over. I don't know if I'm ready to put Joker over him. I don't know, man. Like I like it. Like is it me or like it might be me.
no,
Is it me? Oh no. I feel like I gotta ask this question. Is it me or is this it's damn near impossible for Joker to ever crack the top 6 or top 7?
It's
well,
crazy right now because I'm looking at their accolades. They shit. Yo, these dudes got like 10 NBA All Star. You know what I'm saying?
mhm.
They
I'm
made
telling
like,
you.
yo, they shit is crazy.
I don't think
Esco, that page goes down.
I think Joker, and don't
You
get
saw
me wrong,
scrolling.
I think Joker had the report in the last 5 years. If you go back to 2019 and going into that to the bubble, when he came out of that bubble. What came out of that bubble was a 4-year stretch that I don't think that's unparalleled to anything that we've seen in terms of like MVPs and the efficiency as an all around offensive player that we've ever seen. I don't think it's anything close. 3-time MVP, should have been 4 times, bro. Like
Could have
I ain't
been
gonna
4
lie,
times. So like
should have
that
been
would have been
4.
a nigga. That's a whole thing right there in itself, right there. Imagine he win the MVP 4 times in a row. Like Jesus Christ. And then like he got the argument for that if you want to throw that context into his argument. So like that's crazy right there. If you want to say his prime started from 2019, cool. I'll say 2018 because that series I saw against him and Portland where Dame and CJ had to pull that shit out of his ass at the game 7. That shit was
I remember
crazy.
that. I remember
That shit
CJ had to do some incredible shit
he
in that
pulled out
game
some shit
7.
that like I knew
Yeah,
CJ had some shit to him, but shit.
the thing is, when I look at and going back to last year when they lost that game 7 at home, I was like, yo, people were surprised at that. I was like, yo, we seen this from the Denver Nuggets before. Because in the playoffs, bro, when they get in them tight games and they get and they
But
start
at the
like
same time, Leaf, they came back from game sevens. They won game sevens. They coming
in a
back
bubble,
3-1s and shit.
in a bubble, yeah. At 20, they came back from 2-3-1 leads in the bubble. But when I look back, like in front of crowds, not this not the just stiff on the bubble, but in front of crowds, like yo, they didn't had some slip ups.
I
If
mean,
you
there
go,
are some games like the Lakers, for example, they was down and they walked them down a lot of games before too. Like just like what was it last season when they played them right in the playoffs? Nigga, almost every game they was down that they won.
they
They
was down
walked
that
them
they
right
won,
down.
yeah, yeah,
They
and
walked them right down.
and the same thing. I feel like there's not too much of a sense of urgency with Denver, in terms of like, all right, yo, they did win they are champions, but this I ain't really even see that the year that they won, because they would blow leads and they would come back from leads. They was one of them teams that was just like, all right, well, yo, it's all right, they just playing around with their food too much. But to get back to the Joker standpoint, I
Yeah,
honestly,
his career not over, so he could still have a chance to crack top 5, bro. He got a chance.
With his
That's
numbers right
difficult.
now,
That's
No,
difficult. Yo,
Leaf,
yo, hold, wait, wait.
you put in
That is
Hakeem
so,
over
bro.
him.
Do you know how difficult that is?
No, Leaf. There's something like for example, you're putting Hakeem over him. Some niggas not putting Hakeem over him. So like he's over David Robinson and Hakeem already.
No,
like, bro, nah.
I'm telling you. Nigga, they saying if he win a championship this year, he's in Shaq conversation, bro.
what?
Yes.
All right. Okay.
Yes.
All right.
And
all
you
right.
know
all
I'm
right.
not
all
lying,
right.
bro. You know
Okay.
I'm not lying.
Okay.
That's
All
what
right.
I'm not
All right.
lying,
All right.
bro.
All right.
That's
all right.
happening.
All right. Hold on 1 second. There is a certain prowess that is at that center position. When you look at those names, and when you look at them, the six guys that solidified, there's a certain prowess. There's a certain prowess that they had that obviously Nikola Jokic does not really have. Don't get me wrong. The playmaking, I give you that, bro. Like, as far as him as a passer, he might be a top 5 passer and a top 5 playmaker of all time. He might end up being that.
Do you think of Shaq as a defensive force? Do you think of Shaq as a defensive force?
And like, as far as a rim protector,
In all facets of defense, how you want to judge it?
Compared to Joker, hell yeah. If I'm comparing him to Joker, bro, it's not even no question.
Now, okay, I agree with you completely, right? I agree with you. Now, what happened if Jokic offensive and his career of offensive gifts take him to a higher height that Shaq didn't achieve to? And we know Shaq could have got it, but he did whatever he did with his career. But
right.
Jokic, like, let's just say, for example, he went another chip and 2 more MVPs. Nigga, what? You think they're not gonna put...
all I'm gonna tell you is, bro, like, and just not to refute the top 5 and refute the top 6, but all I'm gonna tell you is, when we look at Olajuwon, Bill Russell, and Wilt, we talking about those are 3 names that are in a lot of people's top 10 all defensive categories. Right. Top 10 all defensive players of all time. Those are top 3. Those are 3 top 10 defensive players of all time on the top 10 center list that probably is not going to move just because of the overall prowess that they had at that position. It's in terms of when I look at the overall dominance from those players, and then I look at Joker, bro. I'm saying to myself, I'm like, yo, it can't be just accolades, because we know Joker don't have something that them niggas clearly have, and leaps and bounds. Like, when we talking about Bill Russell and Wilt, we talking about 2 of the greatest athletes of all time, 2 of the greatest defenders of all time. Wilt and Olajuwon might be 2 of the best two-way players of all time. You know what I'm saying? So my thing is just like, I like it. All right, Moses is a different story. If you want to throw Moses,
niggas put him way above Moses a good while ago, bro.
Which is crazy to me, because Moses resume reads 3-time MVP, if I'm not mistaken, or 2-time.
No, 3-time, 3-time MVP.
2 or 3-time. One of those. Yeah, so, but and it reads Finals MVP as well. So right. That resume, along with his, is solidified. But the historians and the people that's been watching basketball for years ain't no way in hell they gonna put Joker over Moses.
But you see, now they're gonna say, all right, because they're gonna say, okay, 2 or 3 time MVP, championship like that, and they go. You could take that same resume with Jokic and put it right there, multiple time All Star, champion, 3-time MVP, arguably should have been 4 times,
Andre,
shit
I
like
had him
that.
at 8, bro. I had him at 8, the highest, bro. So I mean, like, and I understand the choke where the chokage is coming from, bro. Like, because they did blow a 20-point lead at home in the game 7. I understand that, and Nikola Jokic, Joker shot 2 for 10 from the 3-point line, and basically there was no inside game. Like, Rudy basically outplayed them in that game 7. That's a fact. Rudy like literally outplayed him in that game 7.
Shout out to Cat. Shout out to Cat.
Shout out to Cat, but Rudy, but once I seen Rudy hit that fadeaway over the shoulder, bro, I was like, yeah, this game is over.
Oh, that shit was fucking disgusting.
That shit was that I was like, yo, this game is over. I'm like, yeah, they blew this. They had a 20-point lead in the second half of that game, bro. Like, and they blew that. Yes, they did. But at the same time, these are the things. Like, I feel like with these lists, and as tight as these all-time lists is, I felt like we shouldn't nitpick, but we get into a point where we corner.
You gotta nitpick. We at greatness right now. We at
and that's the same thing that I was getting at with the 2-guard list. The thing is, the center list is probably the hardest shit to crack. It's the hardest shit to crack in basketball. Like, and it's something that was said earlier. I'm gonna find it again because I'm on my phone right now. I ain't on a computer. A young lady was on the podcast and she said, if it like, she was talking about Gilbert Arenas and talking about how he's a part of the campaign that allowed that basically promotes a lot of the players today to basically, rewrite history. And okay, yo, you could get put in an all-time category, without living up to the things that a lot of the players from the past have done. You could do that. You know what I'm saying? Like when we look at just talking about an all-time list, when we look at the Kareems and the Jordans, like a lot of players are not being pressured. They are not feeling the pressure to do what they did, but at the same time, they want to put those players over them, and it's part of a marketing campaign and a gimmick where you can move certain players out of the way, even if you didn't live up to or surpass them. And we saw that with LeBron and Kobe. LeBron was supposed to pass Kobe definitively years ago, and a lot of people, including myself, don't feel like he did that. But
that's you right there. There's some people that completely feel like that, bro. They completely feel LeBron passed Kobe a very long time ago, bro. I'm not gonna hold you, bro. But
the thing is, they felt, but they used a different prowess to say that LeBron passed them. They used a different conversation. So it's almost like the lane that everybody else used. Okay, with LeBron, okay, all right, let me spin the block and go look for another way around this around this dead end. Okay, let me go take the stats lane. Let me go take the all-time numbers lane. Let me go take that lane. And it's one of the reasons, bro, why I'm so critical of that today is because the thing is, LeBron didn't run the same race as a lot of these other players, these all-time greats has run. And now I'm looking at, and now that I'm looking at this list, and when we go back to the Nikola Jokic cracking a top 5 list, I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, yo, these players in that list, they had an all-around prowess at the center position on both ends of the court where they could not be tried, and they dominated games, bro. Like on the boards, defensively, scoring and dominating in the paint, both offensive and defense wise, bro. Nikola Jokic cannot make that claim. I'm sorry.
That if you want to hold the defensive side of the ball against him, I'm not gonna hold you for that, but that's kind of tough. If you see, like, if his production stays the same or even get slightly better for the next 3 years, I just don't like. It's hard at that point to argue defense when this man arguably has an offensive peak that's rivaling all-time guards and shit like that. Like, it's and then like if we get more accolades on top of that, like that's gonna be a tough conversation. Like, just like if we just go through like the list right now, like Bill, Wilt, Kareem, Shaq, and who else? Like, that's four right there. So
I said Kareem, Wilt,
Kareem, Wilt,
Shaq,
Shaq,
Bill Russell, Hakeem,
Hakeem.
and Moses. Hakeem and Moses. If you
Hakeem.
want to, if all right, I put it to you this way: if you want to say Hakeem and Moses, Joker can catch up to them. Joker can exceed them. It's possible.
You see, that's the problem right there. You see, when we get to Hakeem and Moses, some people already said he jumped Moses from like last season or even the season before.
That's bullshit.
And then when it comes to Hakeem, all people really got to argue is the defensive side. But then if he continued this production with consistency, that argument not going to last too long. So at that point, he's well cracked into top 5.
I mean, but when we look at Hakeem, we look at somebody who out of the gate was first 10 years in the league, first 10 plus 8 plus 10 plus years in the league, 20 plus points, 10 plus rebounds, 3 plus blocks. That's what we're looking at. And we're looking at arguably one of the greatest defenders of all time, and arguably probably the best two-way defender, two-way player of all time. Probably. That's Hakeem's that's Hakeem's memory on the game. That's Hakeem's overlasting thing on the game. We look at them championship runs in 94 and 95. The what he did in 94 are like probably like mirrors Jordan, Shaq, just that year, and just in defensive player of the year, MVP, finals MVP, that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? So my thing is just like when I look at the grand scale, and then when I look at an overall game, and then when I look at when I take everything in totality, bro, like I don't know, man. Like it's gonna be tough for Joker to cry. I think Joker, the sniping point right now is Moses and Hakeem. As far as the rest of them niggas go, hell motherfucking no. Y'all not giving me Shaq. No, y'all not doing that.
So I'm gonna hit you with an argument that I heard the other day. If Jokic right now goes on a 3-peat and wins an MVP in this run, he's not at Shaq level or even better.
Listen, you could say that, but
3-peat right now in the modern day. Let's just take
that repeat right now. Okay, all right. So that would have to be Nuggets.
We had a different champion every year since 2018.
Right. If we get a 3-peat right now from the Denver Nuggets and Nikola Jokic is leading that charge, bro, we all gonna have that conversation, obviously, and we all gonna have that conversation where it's like, yo, somebody is knocking on Shaq's door, like, hey, bro, I think Nikola Jokic, he might be creeping up on you, and I don't even think Shaq himself is gonna really fight it off too much, but at the same time, I think that there's something to be noted about that 2000 season. That 2000 season might have been the best MVP in individual season ever. And for somebody to come one vote and say, yo, yeah, Shaq, you're not unanimous MVP. Somebody's got one vote. Iverson got one vote that year. The year that LeBron was supposed to win unanimous, Melo got one vote. The year that Jordan was supposed to win unanimous, I think Malone got 1 vote.
Yeah.
So realistically, bro, like, and I say that to say that these players, you already know, like you just can't, like it's just nothing to be denied. You already know. When I go look at Shaq, bro, like, and then I go look at Joker, bro, like Joker's not mirroring a season like that. He's not. But if he does, we will have a conversation. If he does do exactly what you said he could do, we will have a conversation. But until then, right now, it's there's still a pecking order. The pecking order is that those 6 players. I named Wilt, Bill Russell, Kareem, Shaq. I named them. Moses and Hakeem is a realistic strike. Moses is a realistic striking point. I just don't know if Hakeem is. That's just me.
Yo, shout out to y'all, man, for the excellent content. I've been listening most part of the show, man. Shout out to you, Iceman and Easy. This is not what I even wanted to talk about, but again, like I said, when y'all join the panel, I don't expect nothing but greatness. I'm saying y'all always do your thing. I said all that to say that
What did you want to talk about, bro? Let's get into that, man.
I wanted to talk about how we only had two first draft picks since we've been in the NBA. That's ridiculous. They owe us a first round, first pick, something, bro. It was a 10-year gap between the first round pick, and it's fucking ridiculous. It's been like 15 years since we had a first round, first pick. Like, I
What was
think
our
it's
last lottery? Our last lottery pick was Derek Favors. Everybody know that. I mean, like,
the third, yeah, but that was the distance from when it was though. You from now till then. We talking 20 years. That's crazy, bro. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not
like
really
I
with
think that
that.
was like 14 years. I think Derek Favors was in that 2010.
Let me ask this question real quick. Let me ask this question because I've been hearing this a lot, and it's very funny. I think Leaf even fucking talked about this shit too. So Breeze, would you want the first overall pick or the second overall pick?
I mean, the first. Why not?
Why the first?
Because it's the first. Ain't nobody get to choose. I ain't gotta adjust. They gotta adjust to what we doing. I get to pick the player that I really want.
I would
Of
like to answer
course.
that question too.
But that being said, I want the first pick to be what we want as a franchise, not the expected first pick because they played the best. You could have played the best, but that don't mean, you know what I'm saying? And my thing is, I do want to see what happens in the season. I do want to see if Cooper Flag is the number one option on offense. I do want to see if I know Ace Bailey and Dylan Harper going to be the 1 and 2 option on offense. Um, I hear all of these contrasts. I hear all these comparisons. I'm anxious to see who is projected to be number one. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, if it was up to me, for us to control the tide, the way things go, yeah, I would want the one pick just so I ain't gotta choose after nobody.
Okay. How you feel about it, Leaf? Would you want the first or second?
I would want the second because it's too much pressure that comes with the first. The first is, bro, like let's be honest, bro. Like we Brooklyn fans, but at the end of the day, bro, we probably gonna be the most starving. Like if we do get the first overall pick, bro, like I'm almost 100% positive the expectation that comes with that first overall pick is gonna be out of control. With a
But no,
second,
no, no, but hold on. But that was my point of what I wanted to talk about. We didn't miss on our number one picks, Derek Coleman and Kenyon Martin. We didn't miss.
Do you think Michael Redd should have went over Kenyon Martin?
who?
I like Kenyon Martin for the Nets.
Michael
I'll
Redd.
say that.
Michael
Maybe,
Ray.
but I like Kenyon Martin for the Nets. I like what he did for the Nets. I like the energy that he brought.
I like Kenyon Martin for the Nets. In that particular draft, if we go back to that draft was sorry. That's number
It
one. Number
was.
two,
No, no, no,
number
no, no. But what I'm saying is the number one pick and how they fit with the Nets, and it's always a dunker. Derek Coleman, a dunker. Kenyon Martin, a dunker. If we get
No, I
somebody
think
that
Derek
could,
Coleman had a little bit more in his game than that. I ain't gonna
yeah,
lie to
yeah,
you,
he
bro.
did. Of course he did. I mean, he was the number
I
one
mean,
pick.
but
So I'm just saying he could
when I look at
electrify
Derek
the
Coleman,
crowd.
when
That's
I
what
look
I'm
at
saying. We need that. We need a player that's going to electrify the crowd, bro. We need a high flyer, somebody that could get things really going. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling
and
you, man.
I think well
Hometown
which
hero.
but and that's one of the reasons what leads me to my answer. I going with number 2 in the case of this draft because we can still get that at a number 2 pick and to go back to my point about the expectations as a number 1. Let's be real frank about it. Kenyon Martin and Derek Coleman did not live up to number 1 expectations. They did not. They did not. Like
Kenya was good. Kenya was good.
Kenyon was good, but
Uh,
he didn't live up to number 1 expectations. When we think of number 1
what?
expectations, you're in
But
the same you're in the same breath. You're in the same breath as Tim Duncan, Magic
you see,
Johnson,
that's the
Hakeem
problem right there,
Olajuwon.
bro. Not every number 1 pick, not every draft is gonna be like a
But
generational
okay,
Tim Duncan,
don't give me the
LeBron
number 1 pick
James.
then. Don't give me the number 1 pick then.
Nah, bro, we
This is what
can't
lead.
do that,
No no no
bro.
no
We
no no
can't
no
do
no no no
that,
no no no
bro.
no no.
Yo,
Hold on. Wait. Let me finish.
We
Why you
can't
laughing,
do that,
Iceman?
Please
Why
bro.
let
you
me
laughing?
finish. Please
There's
let
not
me
a
finish.
Tim Duncan or LeBron everywhere,
Please,
bro, in
please,
every
please.
draft, though, bro.
I get it. But I just want to finish. This goes back to what I was hearing earlier about players of today, and these podcasters basically campaigning that the players of today that's supposed to be held up to these same standards as the players of yesterday. They don't they a lot of people say, yo, it's okay. You don't have to be him. You don't have to live up to that. You don't have to strive to be that. Yeah, you do. You kind of do. And the reason why you do is because you want to put your name in that pot. You want to put your name on that wall. You want to put your name up there and say, all right, yo, this name is going to be remembered for many, many years. Wilt Chamberlain has left this earth in 1999. We still talk about him. We still talking about it. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar left this game in 1989, bro. We still talking about him. Magic Johnson left this game many years ago. Jordan left this game many years ago. We still talk about them niggas. Those like the thing, and I'm you gotta strive like that type of greatness, bro. Like you gotta somewhat strive for. And we understand that it's harder now, man, with more teams and more exposure on the game. And it is what it is. But at the same time, you worked your ass off to get here. Why not work your ass off to make your name that mainstay? It's too much that goes on with a first overall pick. I would take the second, bro.
So hold on. What more did you expect from a Derek Coleman and Kenyon Martin for them not to live up to their expectations?
The thing, well, here's the thing. The what I expected from them. Well, I can't
Listen,
even say.
hold on. Let me be specific.
I can't even
Hold on,
say
let me
what I
be
expected from them because the thing is,
right.
they came at a time, bro, where like a lot of it. Let's
Let's
be
go.
honest, bro.
No.
Like
Hold on. Let me get to the question. My question is again. We had two number 1 picks. Did in respect. Now, when Kenny Anderson, that follow up, that 1 and 2, that was nice. But with Kenyon Martin, do you think that we built around him the right way?
at the time, yeah, I mean, but you got Jason Kidd to have him as a floor leader,
Fact.
along with Kenyon Martin, who was a damn good defender and a damn good rim runner, but when I look at Kenyon Martin, the very best version of Kenyon Martin that was on the Nets, because he was on the Nets when he was at his absolute best. He was an all-star at one point. But the reality of a Kenyon Martin as a number 1 pick, when we think of number 1 picks, and obviously in a 75-year history, bro, like it's a lot of number 1 picks that hit, and it's a lot of number 1 picks that didn't. He was a part of a lot of number 1 picks that did not live up to number 1 pick expectations. That's just a fact.
No, but what I'm saying
All right,
is,
hold
from
on,
your
Bridget.
perspective, what's a number 1 expectation? What did you expect him to do that he did not do?
Let Iceman go real quick.
Hold on.
Go
Go
ahead,
ahead,
Ice. Go ahead,
Because
Iceman.
I'm kind of with Easy on this, but I'm gonna explain. They ain't been around Kenyon Martin right? Because when I even heard him talk about it on a podcast, He said, if I'm getting the name right, Kerry Kittles. He said Kerry Kittles was our only shooter. You know what I'm saying? He was the only one that could shoot. So clearly they didn't build. They had to run and gun. You know what I mean? That was their thing. They just dunking everything. Jason Kidd, push it. We gonna dunk it. You throw it. You know, me and RJ gonna go get it. You know what I'm saying? That's how we gonna win games. So they ain't built around him, right?
Right, but all right, so slow it down, Iceman. So basically, you're saying that Kenyon Martin, the kind of play he was, they had the rim run. Like, yeah, I'm agreeing with y'all because it's hard for him. Back then was different, you know what I mean?
Right.
With the space, it was different. Like the way players would score the ball or run plays under or over the 3-point line. A lot of it was under the 3-point line. So I'm saying that to say you're going for the midi or you going to the basket more than anything. You get the 3-pointer the old-fashioned way, where you draw the foul by going hard to the basket post. So I'm saying that to say Kenyon Martin, by only having one shooter and Kerry Kittles, you know what I mean? Yeah, you're going to get some off, but after a while, the defense could hone in on that. Like, he the only one that can shoot. If they take a timeout and he on the bench, yeah, we could double Kenyon Martin. You know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't no issue. We finna double Kenyon Martin, they gonna have to score like that. So, yeah, man, I agree, man. You wanna, as a big man, always have a shooter so you could be that passing threat. You know, if they try to double you, you could, you know what I'm saying, get a better shot from the jump shooter.
But to the number one, right? When like Leaf was saying, when you drafted one, you do have an expectation. But everybody don't choose the right number one. You know what I mean? Like you gotta pick the right number one. Just because you go number one don't mean you're the right number one. You know what I mean? So when you get in the league and sometimes the right number one might go to the wrong team. And that team situation is so bad that number one can't overcome it. You know what I'm saying? So you would think
So again, all right. So just bringing it forward, do you think the Brooklyn Nets should get the best player or the best fit for what we built? As in, it's a 2-part question, but I'm asking the same thing in different words. The core that we got is it and again, this is kind of unfair to ask because the season isn't started yet. But I'll say this: the core. I'm asking you, do you agree? The core that we have, I think, is the core that we should keep to build around whatever player that we draft next season. Do you agree, Iceman, that this is a core that you want to see go forward? Or what about the core would you change or keep?
All right, because that's what I was talking about on my podcast, right? Explaining the type of players we have as young players on a roster.
What podcast? What podcast? What's the name of the podcast?
The Tip Off. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know where to find me on YouTube, Brooklyn Nets Podcast. But I was talking about that with the young players because I said it depends on the scheme and the players that fit, right? So even though you can have a Nick Claxton, he may not do what you need him to do in this system, right? So you got to look at, when you run this season, you got to look at players who you think fit. Then you got to look in the draft and say, who is the best person? Even though the best talent might, Cooper Flag might be first, right? And you be like, yeah, he might not even work in this, even though he's number one. Like Ace might work better in this system, and he's a top, you know what I'm saying? He's second in the draft. I'd rather take him to fit what I got going here. And I think he has a higher ceiling, so he could probably excel in this rather than a Cooper Flag. You know what I'm saying? Even though you know what I'm saying, Cooper Flag is first. And that's what I'll be saying. Like, if you get Cooper Flag here and he doesn't fit your system and he doesn't work out, that's like what Lisa's saying. He could be a number one, but he come to this shitty ass team and he can't, you know what I'm saying? He can't make it out of this because of the system. He can't do his thing because the way the system operates, it don't fit him. You know what I mean?
But
So I'm not saying,
I'm gonna push back a little bit though, bro, because like even if like I hear you, my fault, brief for cutting you off, but real quick, like
Go ahead.
I hear you on that point, but like your system, like it shouldn't be a definite system, especially if you even haven't field tested against the better teams with better talent, or even with the talent that you got right now. So like I feel like you need to go for the best talent because your system is not going to be an in-play system for the foreseeable future, especially with the talent that you got right here. So I just don't. And then at the same time too, I can't fault the player for a system that you implemented if you're not trying to adjust your system to the players. If anything, that kind of shows to me that you're just a strict inline coach, and that kind of falls in line with bad coaching. Because if you can't adjust your system to your players, you just like you're gonna get easy to read because your players don't fit your system. We're gonna know the sets that you're running.
No, I agree with you. And to add to that, I was just trying to say that it'd be the second year for Jordy Fernandez for the foreseeable future, right? So you gotta expect that they got a player development coaching staff because they're gonna try to develop a superstar with this draft pick. They trying to develop a superstar, whether it be whatever player they get. They trying to develop that player into a superstar, and they trying to figure Cam Thomas ceiling this season because we going to either pay or not pay him.
What?
And from the looks of it, and not just me, this is what I'm hearing. Bobby Mark saying that he might lead the league in scoring. I ain't say that. I'm just saying what somebody else said. I'm just saying it's not just me that
Oh
think Cam Thomas
my
is
You
going to
know
be a
what?
top 5
God.
scorer in the
I
NBA.
hate this
You
shit
know
right
what?
here, man.
I'm just saying.
You know what? Easy, bro. Listen,
It wasn't me that said it.
I've come to one conclusion since on this podcast, and I'm only saying this, man, because we all fam, bro. Like when it comes to this thing of ours, because we all plant the same flag. I've come to the conclusion that in the off season, I just gotta let niggas talk they shit until I know what's gonna
Nigga,
happen.
leave. Even when the regular season starts, you can see the proof in front of your face.
Yeah,
Niggas don't even
no, I
fucking
know,
admit it,
but a
bro.
lot of the niggas that believe in this bullshit don't. So I have to let the season play out, and I have to let them come to their senses, like Breezy came to his senses last year
He
about
didn't.
beanhead ass Jock Vaughn, bro. Like, and
Yes, I
then
did.
it took
Yes,
him
I
months
did.
to do it, bro. Like, but eventually he's
And
gonna
it
get it done.
takes
So I gotta let the delusion play out, bro, until basically it gets shot all up and it get bombed up and it get blown up, bro. Like, and then
But
we
nah, but
back to
hold on,
square
hold
one.
on. But again, I like how you say months. Like, yeah, I was wrong, but the immediate wrong, I noticed the wrong immediate because Cam Thomas, the very first game, came off of the bench. I'm like, all right, they wilding already. They wilding, and I was watching the offense, and I'm like, yo, they don't even got him as a one option. Like they got Dinwiddie doing the passing it to everybody but him. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's crazy. Andre 76 says if Cam Thomas will have 23 shots guaranteed tonight, they'll have a shot at the scoring title. See, I'm
What
just
type of
saying, like.
nasty basketball y'all trying to watch right now, bro? This is what I be talking about, bro. You trying to give the man 23 shots a game, bro? Can somebody look
Why not?
can you
Why
look that
not?
up real quick, bro? Who in the league take 23 shots a game? Let's look at the players that take 23 shots a game, bro. I know Luca, one of them. I know
That's a
Luca,
good
one of them.
question.
I
That's a
know
good
Luca,
question.
one of them niggas.
DeJounte Murray took shots like that against Boston. It just depends on the team.
No, that was
Yeah.
the Dejounte when Trey was out ice. And he was going Chuck crazy. He was going Chuck Master crazy. Chuck
So
Master
hold on,
sex right there.
before the DeJounte got to the team, was Trey Young putting up 20 plus shots?
Yes.
So yeah, you gotta be the number one guy on your team. Cam Thomas gonna
Trey
be the
Young
number one.
offers way more to the team than Cam Thomas does. Don't do
No,
that.
no, 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 no. We not. I'm not trying to say that, but I'm saying franchise wise, as far as who's the number one scorer on this team, there's a gap between the 1 and 2 scorer on this team. We don't have
I'm
no 1 and 2 punch. It's
I'm
pretty much Cam Thomas and him carrying the Nets on offense. That's what it
I'm
looked like to me.
I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. I'm gonna be completely honest. I think if he averages a lot of points this upcoming season, I think that's gonna hurt his stock. Now he might be able to get a big contract off the Nets, but going forward, that's gonna be a fucking thing they throw on his jacket that could probably never come off. So I think it might hurt his stock, bro. So if that's what you want for the boy, cool, go ahead. Like I said, we gonna lose, so I don't know what's the point of trying to
What
throw
you
up
mean
35.
hurt his stock like how? What do you mean?
his name around the league, bro. I mean, like, unless you see this man staying with his career on the Brooklyn Nets for the rest of his career, and I highly doubt that because everybody in this league is on the block at certain points in time. So, like, I want
Everybody. And
so like
the thing we gotta remember about anything that happens this season with this team, bro. Like, listen, Cam Thomas.
it's gonna be
Yeah,
losing. So
it's gonna be bad, bro. So, and you gotta remember, bro. Like, listen, nigga, we could all put up empty stats out this mug. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, like, what, like, no matter how
that's
you want to look
No,
at
it's
it,
just
bro.
empty stats for
that's what
Cam Thomas in his contract. Yeah, it
no, that's why I
is empty
say,
stats.
well,
Oh boy.
It's Ben Simmons' contract year. So if you see him throw out 14, 9, and 8, what you gonna say? Those are fucking meaningful numbers or what? So I could use that argument right back at you. So
Ben
all
Simmons
I'm
gonna play 14 minutes out the whole season. What you talking about?
you don't even know that, bro. You don't even know that. You don't even know how your coach even thinking about Ben right now, nigga. You got no information on that, and you know that for a fact. So you ain't got nothing on that. Nigga, it's a contract year. The man is playing if he could play. So all I'm saying though is I don't want him trying to go for 30 plus a night. I want because we're gonna be a losing team. So you trying to throw 30 plus a night, trying to carry us on your back. I don't really want that for you. And if you start doing that, then at the same time, that hurts our drafts on position. So like you doing some crazy shit right there, it's just gonna hurt us in the long run. All I'm asking for is learning the offense, slowing the game down, and taking more efficient shots. If your numbers and efficiency go up, you are thought of way more highly. Way more highly. Now you're not Chuck Master Flex. Now you're thinking the game, picking your spots, my nigga. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's a different.
I mean,
The
again,
conversation completely changes with you just from one season of just picking your spots and knowing where to let that sweet jumper go. That's all. That's all.
yeah. Again, I've heard Cam Thomas in post game interviews said, yeah, he see the way the double coming from. He's learning how to play make and play out of the double. There's a lot of ISO situations that he's always been able to cook. Now that he's the man in the NBA, he see that when that happens, they double you. And he's talking about being doubled last season. So I imagine in the off season he's practicing how to avoid doubles. And I think he became a better off ball player last season. A lot of the stuff that has me confident of him doing whatever I think he's going to do this season. And I'm not saying he's going to lead the league. Let me just be clear on that. I am saying that he could be a top 10 scorer for sure. Maybe
Who is he gonna play off of, bro? To play off ball.
Schroeder.
Shooter.
Yo,
Don't do shooter like that. Yo, why is niggas
Oh
keep on
my
shooting
god.
on shooter, bro?
yo,
Oh man. Go
nah,
ahead,
man,
Ice.
nah, man.
Shooter is good for
No.
blocking
Go ahead,
spot
Nah,
Ice.
for spot
look,
Like,
positions.
nah.
hold on,
Look,
but y'all asked me the question, I answered it. Like, I mean, what was it not satisfactory?
nah, man.
No,
No,
no, it wasn't. It was far from it, bro. Like, go ahead, Ice.
definitely not, man. Look,
Bro, that's the who. All right, so hold on. Who's the second best scorer on this team, bro?
second best on this team right now.
Yeah,
I
the
do not know.
creating their own shot, bro.
Like I don't even know. I don't know.
What you
If
mean you don't know? You
I
just
don't know.
did the whole rundown of the
Yeah,
roster. You
but
gotta know.
that's how the team. That's how the team is. Like
I'll say
your
Shooter
second,
the
your
second best.
second best scorer could be like
But
Zaire Williams. Like you know what I'm saying? Like it could be him. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Sorry, well,
Yeah. When you look at the roster, look, I can tell you the names on the roster right now. Cam
Andre
Johnson.
76 said Cam Johnson. Oh my goodness.
See, look, Cam Johnson. You got Shake Milton. You got Bojan, right? You got Dorian Finney-Smith. You got Dennis Schroeder, and all the dudes are young. You know what I mean? Like,
no, to that point, like the second best scorer, like you can't just automatically put like a definite name on that because it could fluctuate any given game. You know what I'm saying? Like out of nowhere, Clowney could have a great game. I mean, I would give it to Schroeder, but like you never know. There's other people on the team that could have a good game. So like unless you talking about like all around offensive game, it's really hard to just say like, oh, who the second best scorer of the team. Because in certain respects, if you look at the numbers alone, you could put Claxton as the second best scorer. He got the best field goal efficiency. You know what I'm saying? So like, anytime you give him the ball and where he goes to work, he gonna get a bucket. So for more times than not, is he now you hear that from the numbers alone? He the second best scorer on the team. Now, when we look at the game, does he look like the second best scorer on the fucking team? Hell no,
bro. Schroeder, yes, he do, bro.
I'm talking about Clax.
Oh, Clax, hell no, bro.
No, that's what I'm saying. But if you look at the numbers, he probably have like either the second or third best field goal, probably even the first best field goal efficiency on the team. So you would think like, oh, give him more touches to let him
under
work.
50.
Nah, he playing both sides of the ball, man. You can't.
Don't mean a damn thing. Bro.
Yes, it do. It means that that pick and roll is efficient. It means that pick and roll is efficient.
It does not.
Yes, it do, bro.
No, it doesn't.
Hold on, he's scoring all his points from the dotted line in the paint, bro. That's where he gets
scoring
his
off of lobs in rim running.
No,
that's where that percentage comes from, bro. It doesn't.
So what? It matters.
It ain't no. It doesn't, bro. It's
we have Mikal Bridges missing layups, and it don't matter, bro.
It's not going to lead to high level winning. It does matter.
Not if Cam Thomas chucking.
Nah,
and not if Cam Thomas is gunning up a motherfucking 30 of them things.
Iceman, you trying to tell me that Cam Thomas wasn't running the pick and roll with Nick Claxton?
Oh my god.
Nick Claxton also said pass the goddamn ball, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
We was down by 28, bro.
What was you watching?
Down by 28 now.
What was you watching?
Nah, come on, bro.
What was you watching, bro?
Nigga, there was a lot of times I saw.
Where was you at when Nick Claxton said, "Yo, I need the damn ball"?
Looking for a pass, nigga. He just wanted to switch, nigga. He just wanted to switch.
Cam Thomas was looking for a damn switch, bro.
He looking for the switch. He looking to fucking shoot your eyes out, bro. He wasn't looking for like, I'm gonna throw the ball to Claxton.
Like, bro, Jason Kidd would have got that nigga the ball, bro. Like we know that, bro.
No, but they was giving Jason Kidd minutes. Cam Thomas in the post-game interview even said it. He said, "Yo, I'm the way I am because I got anxious for minutes." They, basically all of the stuff Jacque Vaughn was putting him through. He said as professional as possible, and he's like, "Yeah, so the first thing I'm gonna do is try to score before I try to pass because I don't know the next time I'm gonna play." That's real shit.
And let me say something real quick.
What you want from them, bro?
I'll say Jacque Vaughn kind of stunted his development just for the antics that he was pulling. But at the same time, too, you can't keep on chucking the ball every game. But it did stunt his development. If we had a better coach that could kind of curb his talents in a better way, maybe it would look very different. Because, like, if a coach keep on putting you on the bench, like the first time you start starting, you don't know crazy buckets, and then he puts you on the bench, like your mind is kind of fucked at that point as a player. So like anytime you go up in the game now, it's not about necessarily how you can help your team win. It's I know I'm a bucket from what I'm seeing. They need a bucket, so I'm gonna go out and put buckets up. So it kind of fucks up your mind on what a team aspect really is. So like you're helping your team a lot and you're doing great things, but at the same time, we could see like you're missing certain things from your game that could really help the team in a different level for the long term. But you're thinking right now we need buckets and I'm the bucket getter. So I think Jacque Vaughn did kind of hurt his development in a certain way. But at the same time too, you getting like you still young, but every year you're gonna get longer in the tooth. You gotta realize what you need to get better at and get better at it.
Yeah, I think he's doing that, and that's not me just saying that because I'm a big fan. I follow Cam Thomas in the off season. He even got a new hype team. You know what I mean? He in the gym working on different moves. You know what I'm saying? And I'm saying that to say that that's where you work on your game. You pretty much got to be ready when the season starts. But in the off season is where you work on the things that you felt like, you know what I mean, you could have did better this season before that, or prior. So, you know what I'm saying? Cam Thomas is someone, again, mentioned by Gilbert Arenas, saying that he's seen his work ethic with his own eyes, and he's great. He's always ready. He didn't understand why Cam Thomas wasn't getting minutes, and I'm saying that to say, if you know Gilbert Arenas and how he played the game, you would know that he was a bucket. And for him to say, if Gilbert Arenas says you're a bucket, then you're a bucket.
Oh
You
my
know what I'm
god.
saying? So I'm just saying, like, yeah, hold on. You trying to not give Gilbert Arenas the credit he deserves as a
So number
bucket?
one, so all right, so yo, I'm telling you, bro, y'all be walking yourself into a corner, bro. I'll be
Nah,
telling y'all, bro. So if a
I want to
basketball
hear
player,
this.
so if a basketball player says something, his word is law.
No, I'm saying he was a bucket.
No, he's right about Cam, but the other people right about Cam too. Like, there's two ways to look at Cam. Either, like Easy said, either he improves,
We keep coming back to this.
right,
He's a bucket shit. We already know
right,
that.
but
Yeah,
but the
No,
other
I'm
side
just
of it,
saying. I was talking about his work ethic.
yeah,
He
yeah.
was
But
talking.
if he doesn't improve,
His
right,
work
then
effort to continue to
what
get minutes and still be a
what is
bucket.
he? Like, he's like the article said that I sent you, right? If Cam is our fourth best player, most likely we got a chance, a shot at a title. You know what I'm saying? If he's our fourth best scorer, if he's, you know what I'm saying? If he's not our one,
I
he's
would
not
like to
our
know
two.
who the three niggas ahead of him is,
yeah.
but
Hey, but I'm just
I was
saying,
just
Bruh,
about to, but Esco,
that's what they
Iceman,
said. The way
but
they
Esco,
Iceman.
put,
no,
huh?
but
No,
Esco,
Iceman.
we can't take that word for a fact because then we could look at the three players. Like we keep on.
Nah,
I hate when we keep on doing that. Yo, if he was
nah,
a
it was
second
in the
option,
article,
third
right?
option.
The
No,
article was saying,
Esco. What I'm saying is, fuck that article because sometimes they don't even know what they even be talking about, bro. Because we could get why we could get DeJounte, Brandon Ingram, and let's just say like a good center cat. They all better than fucking Cam Thomas. What we saying? We gonna win a chip with that team? Hell no, bro.
nah,
We
but
might not even
he
get to the might not even get to the second round with that shit.
what I'm saying, right? But they were saying just if he's like a six man or something like that, you know what I'm saying? As a scorer, that having him as a bucket like in that type of way will help the team more than him being a one.
Hold on. All I'm saying is, I know I get a lot of pushback. You got Andre in the comments talking crazy, but the truth is, it's a tough ask to get three better scorers than Cam Thomas in that same draft that he's in.
Oh
In
my
that
god,
2021
bro.
draft, you
The
got
game
Cade
is not
Cunningham.
about buckets, bro. The game
No,
is
no,
not
no,
all about
no, no, no.
buckets.
I'm saying it to the article. If the article is saying that, oh, they're just supposed to have three other players that score better than Cam Thomas, I'm saying in that draft it's hard pressed. You feel what I'm saying? So it's not just
But
about.
Breeze, that's when you could discredit the article right there. The game is not just about scoring. So if they could have said offensive players, I could have gave them that more. But if they just thinking about buckets, the game is not just about buckets, bro. So
Nah, I
even when they
agree.
say that alone, I have to discredit that because I could have a better offensive talent that is more better in more aspects of the game offensively than just a guy that could shoot really good.
Look, I'm not saying that should be only the focal point of the Brooklyn Nets. I'm not saying that. But what I am saying is, get used to him being the number one or two option, bro. There's not going to be a lot of players on the roster in your starting lineup. If he's in any starting lineup, even if he's not the one guy to score, he's the number two guy to score. And I'm saying that to say the Nets can draft around that. Like, we don't necessarily need somebody to score a dominant scorer like that. You want somebody that can create their own shot, though. I'm gonna be honest with you. Whoever we draft, it gotta be a shot creator. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, but that's it, bro. I ain't tripping. I just know that we only got two first round first picks, and it's like, yo, bro, it is about that time. So yeah, I know, you know what I mean. Y'all may not agree that we get get the first pick. That's fine. You know what I'm saying? But I hope we do agree that this player has to be a shot creator. That's the only thing I'm saying. But that was it. That's the only thing I wanted to say, and I only wanted to also add. You know what I'm saying? Even though somebody who was in the comments, they disagreed. They said it's a bad mix for it to be contract. Yeah. Listen, Cam Thomas, he ain't tripping. He said he ain't even worried about it, and I'm saying it's gonna work itself out. I believe that. I think he was going to go out there and play. You know what I'm saying?
I
Put up
think
big
he's staying
numbers.
professional, bro, and saying not
As
too
he
too many
should.
crazy things, bro, and which is a good
As
thing
he
for
should.
him, as he should. But listen, the common denominator is here is that we need to trust somebody, and I don't trust nobody in that front office. That's my goddamn problem. That's number one. Number two, going back to what this team is gonna look like going forward, we don't know because a lot of these niggas is on try me deals. That's what a lot of these niggas is on. A lot of these niggas is on show me deals and all right, maybe we just fill in the roster so we don't spend too much excessive money. Who knows, bro? We still got a $40 million nigga that's on his way out, which is good. We're gonna clear some books. Who knows what the hell is we gonna do? What we're gonna do? Because of what I will say is that one of these three picks will help change the trajectory of this team. One of these three picks. As far as the niggas that's on this team now, I don't know.
Yeah, time will tell. Time will tell. But I'm a fan to close out shit. We in. Now I'm saying 2 hours in. Yeah, y'all heard from Iceman, Leaf. Y'all heard from Easy. Of course, y'all heard from Big Fan Breezy. I think it was another great show, man. Shout out to all y'all. I'll be back soon with more content, and we're gonna get into some more shit. You know what I'm saying. Kendrick dropped the track. That shit is crazy. I'm gonna get into that. I'm gonna start the show with that. We 2 hours in now, but we're gonna get into that next episode. Um, and I got something else cooking up. I need Claude Smith to be there. Me and my guy ESPN, we're gonna do something tomorrow, like around 6 o'clock. Look for us around 6 o'clock, Claude. We trying to do the show then, you know what I'm saying? Uh and yeah, man, I appreciate y'all, man. You know what I'm saying? Nets fans is the best fans. I'm gonna see y'all later. Peace.
Shout out to DJ.